Welcome, everybody, to the Multiverse Podcast, episode 15, on our way to episode 21, which makes it a habit.
There.
And we will be live streaming episode 21, which is exciting. I am Jimmy or Chaos, and I say that because we have to get people to understand who we are, and this is Warren or Cosmic. Do you like Cosmic Wonder or just Cosmic? Cosmic. So Warren, Cosmic, Jimmy, Chaos. Because on our videos, a lot of people are like, dude on the left, dude on the right, dude that we can't see. And the guy you can't see is Wes. Welcome to the podcast.
Wes Nemo.
Yeah.
What's up, everybody?
Guys? How's it going? It's Friday.
But it's funny because we get a lot of comments that are like, I know these voices.
I do. The dude on the left that I know his voice, or are you a YouTuber? Have you done YouTubes? Have you done the YouTubes in the past? You got me. So what's new, guys? How's it going? How was your week?
You guys sound sick. You guys both sound sick. Are you guys?
I'm
okay?
not. No. My voice. Tired. I lost my voice. We had a scrimmage for my boys basketball team that I coach last night, and I tend to get a little excited, and I lost my voice. But
okay.
I'm good.
See, that's what I thought. Okay, we're glad we got that settled.
Yeah. Anything new besides WW3 happening? We're not going to talk about that. Okay, video games, cool.
Yep,
cool.
I renewed my subscription for Final Fantasy 14 because I got tired of all the other games.
That's exciting. Okay.
There we go.
Speaking of games, I don't even know if it's on the list or we're going to talk about it, but I just have to say really quick the excitement in me when I saw Fortnite post earlier that the double pump is coming back in all its glory for OG Season 1. Oh my gosh, take me back. Me back.
Do you think, here's a question, and maybe this should have been a segment. Maybe it is. I haven't looked at our full agenda today.
It is now.
Yeah, right. Do you think old school Fortnite is better than what Fortnite is now?
It's not even okay, so I'm going to answer you with nostalgia glasses because that's how I roll. Okay. Absolutely 100%. Some of the best gaming moments in my life were before it was too complicated. If that makes sense.
Hate that there's so much stuff now.
It's too complicated.
So much crap now.
But man. you and me, and even Wes now, we're the old guys talking.
Yeah.
The younger ones.
I still play Fortnite till this day. I'm still playing. Like, I actively play. Okay. I will say the new, like, Chapter 5 wasn't a big fan of, but the collaborations, like, they've ramped it up to another level.
For sure.
I would say the movement tech that is in the game right now is really solid. Well, now we're like right now because we're in Remix, and like once you play about 3 matches of Remix, you kind of get bored of it. But dude, it's probably the most variety that we've had in Fortnite in forever. But I do miss that old school feel, and I'm excited.
I miss the old school because, we talked about this one of the early episodes. I got on it. It's been a long time, and I got on for all the Doom stuff. And it's like a few times me and my buddy got to second place, and at the end we just get crushed by Doom. And I'm like, I don't even understand what's happening. Yeah. Like, he was on the other side of the map, he just jumps on me, he lands on me, I die. I'm like, this is stupid. It's so stupid. I'm like, what happened to having to shoot people and building the block and all that stuff? I was like, that's gone. Like, because then you have the weapons that shoot Kamehamehas and stuff like that, and it's like, yeah, it's a cool concept, but it's also really stupid.
Well, I go back to almost the beginning when you got down to the final 2 teams. If you were playing squads, it was we both build our forts, and then it's just like old time army fortress. Like, you're like, all right, you get him, and those days went away.
People could tunnel in 2 seconds and get across
crank
the entire
90s
map.
and all that stuff.
Dude, turbo building.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
So,
the
fact that they posted that at OG Double Pump, that was broken. That was an exploit. The fact that they're leaning into that stuff is great. I hope we get the rocket launcher back in all its glory. I hope we get mechs down the road. Quad.
I mean, it's just it's a shot to the head, and then you switch to your
just rotate
SMG and dead.
Rotate.
Done. Boom, dead. That's all
right. This is not a Fortnite podcast, but
it can be.
You're right. It's a Star Wars.
It is a Star Wars podcast, and I don't know if we're even talking about Star Wars.
We do have a theory today for Star Wars.
I don't know if we talked about Star Wars last time.
Oh, we got to get back on track, guys.
We are
actually no. We've a couple topics for Star Wars.
Podcast. Star Wars is where it's at. But let's start off with Spider-Man 4. Spider-Man 4 news from Daniel RPK. I'm going to click on this little link here.
It's kind of already the stuff we know, but
there's going to
be multiversal elements to
feature multiversal elements, multiple villains. Film is set to begin. So what are we thinking? 3 acts. First act is grounded. Second act is starting to get cosmic, and third act is just it goes off the rails. What do you
I
think?
mean, it takes place in between Doomsday and Secret Wars. Like,
It has to be multiversal.
it's either gonna be actual Battle World, and in
Mhm.
the comics and Secret Wars Battle World, like Battle World consists of like 32, 34, I can't remember the exact number, like different regions, right? One of them is a small part of Earth 616, and then it's like a bunch of part of other universes. So I think it's Spider-Man's New York that still exists, possibly, or maybe Miles. I can't remember which one they're talking to because there's Miles and Peter. And it could be that. It could be
So
that
you think
maybe New
his
York
New York
survived,
he's still in New York, but Battle World's all around him, like
but it's a part
patchwork?
about it. Right, exactly.
I
So
like
maybe
that.
just like New York survives.
I like that.
Right. And then the effects of like, okay, now they realize that it's just New York, or like maybe it's just like, I don't know, America or something like that. And then they realize other worlds of kind of like are next to them, right? And that's what makes it multiversal. I'll tell you what though, I think the bigger news was that Sony Pictures Japan released a press release, and on it said, "Is Tom Hardy ready to return or team up with Spider-Man,"
Ooh.
or something like that. Like legit press release, they said that.
We know. I mean,
So
it's pretty obvious. I mean, they're coming back.
you would, well, I mean, Tom Hardy. That's always been like the question. Like,
Oh, you said Tom Hardy. I thought you said Tom Holland teaming up with
no, Tom
Spider-Man.
Yeah, no,
Hardy,
Tom Hardy.
Oh,
Yeah.
Venom,
okay. All
Venom.
right. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
cool. I mean,
yeah.
we'll see.
I
The
mean
whole
that.
Noel thing. Do you think Holland is going to know that New York is its little patch if that happens and everything around its battle world, or you think it's something that he gets surprised with? Like, wait a
I think
second.
that happens during the movie. Maybe that's how it gets multiversal. Stays grounded for like
Oh.
If
20
Battle
minutes.
World is happening during Spider-Man 4, Spider-Man 4 is going to be massive.
Dude.
I mean, it already
Well, that's
is,
the
but
deal, and that's what they want, right?
yeah.
Because they're like, "Oh my gosh, we almost hit 2 billion with the last movie. They brought the
Money.
Spider-Man back. Let's go even bigger." It's like,
Yeah.
well, to go even bigger takes a lot, and well, maybe Battleworld is the way to do that. And RPK reported before that he heard everything that happens between Doomsday and Secret Wars takes place on Battleworld.
Battle World.
So I think Doomsday might end with like a snap, right? Like, Infinity War ended with a snap. The Avengers lost. We picked up in Endgame. So Doomsday could end with something, which basically is the destruction of the multiverse, and Battle World is formed. And then we go into Spider-Man 4. They don't necessarily understand it at first. And then somewhere in the movie, they do
understand.
start to realize, like, yeah.
That's going to be exciting. I mean, could you imagine if we were doing well enough where we could actually like do events for Doomsday, Spider-Man 4, and Secret Wars? That'd be so awesome. That'd be awesome.
That'd be cool.
All right.
Yeah.
Marvel wants a Deadpool and Wolverine sequel. I'm just going to say short and sweet. It'll be cool. I don't want it right now. Maybe on the back end, I don't feel like it's needed. It would be fun to watch, but I am completely happy with what I got, and I'm not like yearning. Yeah, I'd like to see them together more in team ups, but I don't feel like it's a forced have to have a part 2. That's where I'm at.
Well, I've heard it's going to take, if it does happen, it happens after the Multiverse Saga, which is good. It definitely needs time.
Till he's not.
I will say I'm good with Deadpool and Wolverine. However, it was not a perfect movie, and there could have been a bit of a better plot. So if they can essentially recreate what they did with getting a little tighter with the plot and the story, and more focus on the villain, because I don't think the villain was bad. I just think there wasn't enough focus and time with her. They could actually make a better sequel, I think.
There's going to be
But
more. There would be way
time
more
needs to
tie-ins
go
to
by.
X-Men.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So when the new X-Men or
Mhm.
the new / old X-Men come in with the new saga, I think it would be really cool. And I think
do you
they
see
could.
Hugh like mentoring whoever.
That's what I was going to say. I actually think,
Wolverine is.
I hope Professor X is in it, but maybe it's a young Professor X and Wolverine mentors him, and then a new Wolverine comes in after. Right? There's some cool things they could do with it.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm not one of the people that like, oh yeah, we got to have part 2 and it's got to be shoehorned into this multiverse saga before Secret. I'm not about that.
No. Definitely should not do that.
First one's too fresh.
It just happened, guys. It just happened.
Okay,
they have no time. They can't film it. There's no time.
Yeah. So I feel like I'm getting sideswiped here because we had some pre-talk really quick before the video came on, and I don't understand because I'm pretty sure if we rolled the tape back, My prediction was correct. I was right. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, thoughts, but apparently you two feel like
It was rigged.
It was rigged.
It was 100% rigged.
Why? Because of all the
I've
videos
seen
where you
so
see the red arrow where he's tapping his shoulder,
Dude,
or
no,
the one where he
not
holds
the taps,
back.
dude. You could see, yeah, dude. You could see it, man.
Dude.
There's one I sent you guys where Mike in the beginning, like round 1 or something, he's going ham, and then he hits him hard.
You don't
and
think he got tired? He's 58
It was
years
round
old.
1. He pulled his
No
punches
way.
in
It was round
one.
one.
Mm.
Yeah, he hit him super hard, and you can see him kind of go, "Oh crap!" Like I can't hit him that hard. And dude, and ever since like that exact moment, he stops. He just stops, dude.
At the very end, Jake said, "I have your money."
What?
Yeah,
I didn't
you
see
didn't.
him
It was
see
lip,
that.
it was yeah, that was lips. Dude,
Look,
100%
I mean,
rigged, 1,000%. I'm saying it.
Here on
I do
Multiverse
think
Podcast, we have resorted to lip reading.
100%.
I didn't see the lip reading. That could just add on to it, but I do believe with what I saw, it was definitely rigged. Because
Okay, so walk me
again,
through
you
that.
look at
Walk me
all
through that.
look.
How's that happen?
Well,
No
I said this
knockout
before.
clause.
You think they
Yeah.
have a contract and their team sit down in a
1,000%.
room together with both of
Yes.
them and say, "We're going to do this, Mike, and you're going to get 20 million, but you
Uncle
have
Mike.
to
Don't
Uncle
forget
Mike.
about that. They
But
call
you-
him Uncle Mike.
You have to lie and throw this fight."
Yes.
And then and then there's no leaks or anything or nothing at all until we get
It's
to
all
what you guys
lawyers.
are talking about.
It's all lawyers.
I mean, it's a big
Of course there's
marketing
no
event.
leaks.
It's
It's all
literally
lawyers.
WWE. Like it was
How-
rigged
how-
from the start.
How do they protect that from being like fraudulent? Like you're talking
Because
Netflix
it's a
is
show. How does WWE do it? It's the same thing.
because WWE it's scripted
People know
entertainment.
what it is.
Yeah, and I'm sure.
Well,
I'm
right,
sure
but
This was- this-
you know,
this was advertised and market as real.
yeah, but I
Let's
really don't
ask the
think
viewers.
so.
Was the Mike Tyson and Jake Paul fight rigged? Do you?
Well,
think,
here's what I will
think
say.
it was
Here's what I
rigged?
will say,
Mhm,
because you said walk you through it.
mhm.
And I saw a lot of people saying this. And I mentioned this in the last podcast. You look at him training, he's a freaking beast, dude. He's going crazy. He's going ham. And then I saw a lot of people going like, well, where was this in the fight? It's like, you never saw it. You saw it for like 2 seconds when he hit him and he was like, oh crap, that was too hard. There's times where he goes to
dude.
punch and you can see Jake and then he doesn't punch.
You can equate those videos to that's magic of editing. Those hype videos and training videos are
dude, I watched the
they are
whole
they are they are
thing.
they are cut up.
You can
to make-
rewatch it.
They are cut up to make it look a certain way, and they are fast forwarded and sped
I've seen
up.
too many. Well, but here's one thing you can't explain to me.
Okay.
You just can't. Mike Tyson just didn't ever attack after round 1.
He was
Yeah.
tired.
Nothing.
No, dude. He's
He was
60,
tired,
but
dude.
he's
He was
still a
training
beast.
for this crap.
Did you see
I will
this guy
say,
get out of
though,
his car at the event? Guys, he had to like take a second and bend his knees. Like it was
I think that's selling it. Somebody's like Sylvester Stallone or somebody said that was some of the greatest acting ever by Mike Tyson. He wasn't buying it. He was like, yeah, he threw it.
So you two are of the opinion he would have destroyed Jake.
In first, dude, if he went as hard as he did in the first round, it would have been a knockout. He pulled his punches
I think he would
clearly.
have knocked him out.
Did
And
he
that's
get
what
gassed at
everybody
the end?
said.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. But that's what people were saying. They're like, if Jake survives like the first 2 rounds or something like that, that's why everyone was like, yeah, Mike's gonna have to try to knock him out in the first few rounds. I'm like, totally. But the second he starts to hit him kind of hard in the very first freaking round, he backs off because he can't knock
Also,
him
I mean,
out.
So how does Jake and his team trust? Mike Tyson is
They were all it was all colluded.
he's an
Well,
off guilt.
because
I know I
Mike's-
understand that, but he says if you don't throw it, then I'm not paying you the 20 million. How do they
Of course.
trust that if Mike goes
Yeah.
and knocks him out and then they don't pay him, that Mike's not going to go tell everybody, regardless if
Well-
he's got an NDA, because he doesn't care.
If he gets knocked out, he
Well,
gets
then-
less money.
Yeah, he doesn't. I think he needed the money. There's been,
Well,
all the talks
I
just
agree with that.
over time, how he's gone broke
I
and
agree he
everything
needed
like
the
that.
money.
So I think it's, and Floyd Mayweather said it too when he went and fought Logan. They're like, well, why did you even do that? And he's like, what do you mean? Millions of dollars for the
Yeah.
like money. It's like money, you know what I mean?
Also,
And that's what
I
it
don't know.
is.
I don't
I mean the look at this, like the reach. Logan had Jake had a bit like a longer
He's bigger.
reach,
He's got a longer reach.
taller,
I-
faster.
Yeah.
Like at his current age. But that first round, I knew it was rigged in the first round.
That's the thing, is you saw it come out of Mike in the first round, and then it just stopped.
Popped off.
And if it would have happened for 3 rounds and then it just stopped, then I would have given it to you, Jimmy. I would have said he's tired, but it stopped like in the first round, also, and never saw it again.
Netflix, dude, real quick, what the crap is up with that?
I mean, they weren't ready for it.
Did you guys see the streams were crashed? Like,
yeah, it was, dude. Yeah, it was bad.
Ours, I had to back out of ours every 5 minutes to get it to be HD.
I watched it on one of those naughty websites that you're not supposed to go to stream.
Did you see Mike Tyson's butt? And it was cut on. It was buffering.
Oh, the memes were great, dude. Yeah.
And the lady was like, "Well, we didn't need that shot or something."
Did you
like
see where he called out Logan? And Logan's like, "I'd kill you, Mike.
I'd kill you, mother effer." Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you
That's
guys.
What I'm saying. They're all really close.
Let us know what you think. I think we both have a little bit of backtracking that we want to do. Maybe all 3 of us. I don't know.
No,
Minecraft trailer.
Not me.
The next.
No. Actually, Wes was pro.
No, Wes.
New Minecraft trailer dropped, a full trailer where we got lots of stuff. We got to see a bunch of it, and I think me and Warren are shifting our position a little bit.
I am.
I mean, after the first teaser, it sucked. It wasn't good. We weren't happy with it. It was not a good teaser at all. I'm still not sold on Jack as Steve. I'm really not. Every time I'm not really a big fan of it, but it is what it is. But the whole trailer, I will admit, I'm a little more excited now.
I'm not really attached to Steve, right? Because like I've played Minecraft for a really long time, and at no point in time in Minecraft have I been like, I'm Steve, right? You know what I mean? Or like none of my friends, they all have their own usernames, right? So I've never
I wanted to be Herobrine. I wanted to find
there you go.
Herobrine.
Yeah, but like Steve, I'm like, well, I don't really care, right? Like he's just a character. He could be named anything. I don't care. So I just kind of view Jack Black as this person. So I'm all right with that. But the new trailer is immensely better and got me a lot more excited for it. Like everything, like the Ender Pearl. Oh, that was my last one. Like
music, C418 playing, the dude, and then it transitioned to like better music as well. Like,
yep. And that's one thing we will do here on the podcast. We can admit if we change our mind or we were wrong, or
except for your top NBA.
You really want to go there? I think you've pretty much been buried on that one. I think we just move on.
I'm okay with it.
I'm not. I'm sure you are okay with it.
I have admitted that it is more of like a personal preference type of thing rather than looking at stats. But anyways, I will backtrack on the Minecraft trailer because I do think it looks really good now.
Yeah, Wes, you were right. I think.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens with a good trailer. That's all it takes is one good trailer. Now the movie, I've said this for a while. The movie could still be bad.
Yeah,
right. That's the thing. Yeah,
it can still be bad.
I've seen a lot
this needs to be good for me to feel more confident about Zelda when it's time. I know it's not the same people or anything like that, but I just
listen.
I
his
don't
name
know.
is Wes Ball, the director of Zelda. He's gonna ball out.
I hope so.
Well, that was so. To your point, Jimmy, that was my thought when we got the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I was like, I went into it kind of just be good enough to build everything else off of.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, it was good enough to build things off of.
Is the Zelda movie that's all going to be in like a universe together, right? Maybe.
No. So the Zelda movie is going to be live action.
No. That's right. Oh crap.
Yeah,
so they're not.
Yeah.
Well, why couldn't Mario?
They could build a
Mario could take a warp tunnel or a pipe and go live action.
That's definitely fair, but I don't think people would want to see Chris Pratt live action, but
we'll see. All right. Speaking of live action from animated or cartoons, Moana live action production images. Is this movie needed? I saw the pictures. People were like, "Oh my God, The Rock is such a hypocrite. I'll never wear a bodysuit." This is different to me. He is literally trying to have that like massive, wide, abnormal build. But
it's still
the photos I saw. I thought it looked spot on.
Fine,
He's still like. What's funny is he's not fat.
Yeah, he's bulk.
Maui's kind of thick.
Yeah.
Thick with abs.
Right. He's got abs, but Maui in the animated movie is kind of fat, right?
Like, but they're all like, Black Adam, he said he was giving Chris Hemsworth crap. Like, oh, you guys wear bodysuits and I don't wear bodysuits and blah, blah, blah. And people were like rolling in because he's wearing a bodysuit. But we all know why. It
But
makes
like,
sense.
I mean, they're not gonna he's not gonna allow that film to happen and him not look jacked. Like, they're not gonna just
Right,
put him on a fat suit or anything. Like, it's
Yeah. Is
I would
this
also
movie needed?
argue
Is this movie needed?
probably not.
Is any movie needed?
Well, I think nowadays they're just taking just current IPs and just milking the hell out of them.
Yeah.
like
Like,
the
that's
How to
what they're
Train Your Dragon.
doing.
Did you guys see that one?
I saw the trailer.
I thought it looked pretty good.
Yeah.
good.
So apparently
Actually.
the dude that did the animated one, he was like, the studio approached him about doing a live action, and he's like, well, I don't think it's needed, but if we're gonna do it, like, I'm gonna be involved. So
Right. Yeah. It's the same director or something, right?
yeah, that's
Like,
that's who it is. Yeah.
It's hard for
That's
me to
good. Yeah.
get
And it
excited.
is Gerard Butler, right? Playing his dad. I thought I saw.
I'm not sure. It probably
Because I was
I'm not sure.
like, I thought it looked like him. I meant to look into it, but I never did.
Let's stick with trailers. Superman trailer dropping mid-December. Is that confirmed?
Yeah,
I don't think it's
not
confirmed.
not
Oh.
confirmed, but it's like
Yeah.
It's happening.
it's happening. Like,
Man,
has
this
been
is so
teasing it.
important. It is so important. We're gonna get a teaser first, aren't we?
I don't think.
Oh, of
I don't
course.
know. Dude, do you think we're gonna get?
Well,
a
I
teaser?
don't know. Yeah, James does.
He
might
may just
just
drop
say
a
it.
3-minute trailer.
Yeah. Well, so it's
Yeah.
supposed to
Dude.
it's supposed to air in front of what's the new Lion King movie?
Oh, yeah,
The
yeah.
Mufasa.
Mufasa. Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's going to just. I think it's gonna be top notch. The
So
trailer.
Rick, the actor that
The
plays
trailer.
Rick
I think it's
Flag-
gonna be good. I think it's gonna
Yeah.
be really good. I do.
Okay.
I do.
What are you saying, Wes?
100%. The actor that plays Rick Flag actually saw it. It's like Frank Gorilla or something like that.
Yeah.
Grillo or whatever. But he watched it and he's like, dude.
It's not Frank Grillo, but yeah.
Or
Oh, the new one. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
Rick
No, it
Flag
is. You're right.
Sr.,
The new
yeah.
one. Sorry. The new one. Yeah.
Yeah. Not the other one, not Junior.
I think
but
it's
yeah,
gonna put all the naysayers and the people talking about his wrinkly uniform and his cape and crypto. I think it's gonna put him. I think it's gonna put him to rest. I do.
I don't
100%.
know, man. I
Are you
agree. I
worried?
think it's gonna be
Are you
awesome.
worried?
No. I think it's gonna be awesome. I just think people will still complain.
Well, you're right. People.
Well, it's
will
DC.
complain
I mean,
because that's what people
they've
do.
got it's like the DC tax.
They
you know, it's
kind of
like
have
the
a
Xbox
right
tax.
to right now. They kind of have a right to right now.
I mean, but it's so weird how sometimes it's like the second something good comes out, though, you should really rally behind it and support it as much as you can.
Hopefully they will. Gladiator 2 predictions. I am stoked to go watch this movie. I am all about this movie. I've seen Gladiator probably 25 times. I am ready. Let me guess. This is too gory for you?
No,
Not your vibe?
No, it's not going to be nearly as good as the first one. That's all.
Well, I don't think it has to match up to the first one. I think it has to ride
the
with
first
the
one
first
win an
and
Oscar?
the vibe and all that stuff. I don't know.
The first
Denzel.
one
They
is
said
like a
Denzel.
staple of film.
They said Denzel is like on his game in this movie. And they flood the Coliseum and they put sharks in
Yeah, and
there.
they do
Let's go.
ship battles and stuff like that too. I mean, that all sounds great, but we'll see. That's
I'm excited.
okay, Jimmy. It's the same thing we were talking about. Was it necessary? This 100% is not necessary.
Was not necessary. I agree.
Yeah,
But I'm glad it's happening, and I'm gonna go watch it.
there you
Disney
go. I mean, I'll
reveals
watch
first
it,
look at
right, yeah.
2024 MCU Young Avengers crossover.
And today, Christian Harloff on his live show confirmed that it's going to be a series.
Ah.
You're bummed about that?
Yeah, I am bummed about that. Because when I think series, I automatically think less put into it.
I mean, you just saw Agatha and really liked it.
I know. And I've also seen
Loki,
I've
it's
seen
a
8
lot.
other Disney Plus series that. So that's the picture.
But
We're missing
but
some
this
people.
has
We're
to-
missing Wiccan.
This has to be built up to go right into Doomsday, to where they're a team that's fighting with the Avengers.
Yeah,
So it could have some really cool stuff. Plus, you have to think, like,
it's cool.
what happens to bring them together throughout the show, right? Some cool stuff's got to go down.
Mhm. Do they form before Secret Wars?
Before Secret Wars, yes. Before Doomsday, I think so, but we don't know.
All right. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not super hyped yet.
About the Young Avengers?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be cool. I think there's a lot of charm in there
Yeah.
with like Miss Marvel and Kate Bishop, right?
Yeah.
And then you have Cassie Lang, who I I'm actually not even sure like the ages. It kind of seems like she'd be a little bit older than them all. Maybe not that much older. Well, no, I maybe Kate Bishop's the oldest, but
And then Wiccan and Tommy eventually.
right, yeah, exactly. Wiccan
How
and
formidable
Tommy.
are they going to be? I mean,
Wiccan himself is someone to be reckoned with. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And then Speed, is essentially, powers Quicksilver.
mhm. I don't
You're gonna
know.
have Ironheart.
Yeah,
Who
it'll be
else? I mean,
cool. I'm just not like I'm not hyped for it.
America
like any other
Chavez.
stuff. Yeah, I like her.
America, that might be big because of the multiverse stuff.
hmm
So, I mean, I'm excited for it.
Who's
but
gonna lead them? Who's gonna lead them?
I think Miss Marvel or Kate Bishop, because in the not the post credit scene, it's the very end of the Marvels. She's the one who shows up at Kate Bishop's place, and she's like, she has Nick Fury's pad, and she's like, "Oh, did you know Ant-Man had a daughter?" So I'm pretty sure it's Miss Marvel.
Okay, I will say I want to see more of her. I think she's hilarious.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
I like her dynamic. All right.
Definitely.
Charlie Cox confirms Born Again takes place a few years after the original, according to Empire. Cool.
Yep.
I'm just ready for it.
So if y'all didn't watch the Netflix series, gotta watch those 3 seasons. Go do it.
I bet those things are getting a bump right now.
Oh, I bet they are.
Massive, massive bump. I mean, there's not really much else to say. We know it's probably going to be amazing. It's probably going to be up there at the top. We'll do like we did with Penguin and Agatha. We'll kind of go over the episodes each week with our podcast and talk about them. I like doing it that way. Robert Pattinson's cast in Christopher Nolan's new film with Tom Holland, Zendaya, Anne Hathaway, Matt Damon, Lupita. I don't know how to say that last name. Did I say that wrong?
What? I didn't even hear you say it. I heard you say Lupita.
Young?
Lupita Young and Robert Pattinson. What is the movie? What is the movie?
It's supposed to be like an espionage movie. So he's bringing out
the Avengers. It sounds like a Nolan film. Just because of the cast,
Would you say that Tom Holland's outside the MCU career has been lackluster to this point?
I think a lot of people's careers outside of the MCU have been really lackluster.
Yeah, we're actually going to talk about another one here in a little while.
We are, and that's
what do you think about Tom? What do you think about Tom?
Yes.
Yeah, he hasn't had a home run, has he?
No. I don't think so.
I mean, Zendaya has.
Oh, yeah.
Multiple.
No, we're not talking about her, though.
Matt Damon's a legend. Matt Damon's a GOAT. Anne Hathaway, obviously.
Yeah. Oh, you're just. I'm like, he was.
I'm looking at the list of who all.
Yeah, I was like, what?
It's a really good list, is what I'm saying. Whatever this movie.
Oh no, the cast is stacked. I love Robert Pattinson.
Yeah,
I think he's an amazing actor. I'm so glad people gave him a chance after Twilight.
Next topic.
People couldn't get past him for a while, dude. He took a break though. He came back.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at the next topic.
The next topic.
Puniverse. Filming starts in March.
I'll see you guys.
Let's see what it says. Puniverse Monsters Assemble will begin filming in March. The movie will see Pooh, Tigger, Pinocchio, Bambi, the Mad Hatter, Peter Pan, and Tinkerbell team up to kill their remaining survivors in theaters next year. I said Bambi.
Bambi, dude.
Bambi.
That's a meme.
Did you also see the first pictures of the Puniverse Popeye movie?
No.
Search it up. Search it up and look at Popeye. He's like jacked. He's got blood all over him. Look it up.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Oh my gosh. I hate it so much.
The question is not for you, Warren, because we already know the answer. Wes, are you going to go watch this?
I won't see it in theaters, but I'll, I might watch it. I don't know. Honestly, like, I don't like watching bad movies.
He doesn't like wasting his time.
Like,
you don't want to see how they incorporate the Mad Hatter and Bambi as like psycho serial killers?
That honestly sounds like the last thing that I want to do.
There you go. Thank you, Wes. Finally. Jeez.
It's gonna be so fun. I'm excited.
Listen, dude, you couldn't get me to watch Sharknado. You're not gonna get me to watch Puniverse,
It's Puniverse, and this is like the Avengers level event where they all team up.
Avengers level event. Oh my god. We've devolved as society.
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh,
right?
we
sometimes
have.
You can,
We have.
Sometimes you can sit back and go, you know what? They did that thing really well. Good for them. And that's it. You don't need to try to do it yourself.
Hey, it's gonna make money. It's gonna make money.
Of
Will
course
it?
it will.
Yes.
Not for me.
Yes.
I'm not kidding.
It will, and the budget's gonna be low. The budget's gonna be low. All right, it's hit or miss
Fair.
time.
Okay, guys, hit or miss.
No, I don't need a. Do we need a?
Yeah.
no, I need
yeah.
Okay, I'm good.
Okay, here we go. Hit or miss. The first one, Minecraft movie trailer 2.
We already agreed
Trailer
on
2.
Yep.
He was specific. Trailer
Yep.
2.
Trailer
Trailer
2.
2. Trailer 1.
Easy.
Trailer 2. Trailer
Exactly,
1.
exactly.
Trailer 2. We both say it's a hit.
Boom.
Okay.
Yep.
Overall, what do you think it's gonna be? Hit or miss? Like movie?
I think it's gonna
Predictions?
end up be. I think it's gonna end up being a decent fun watch.
It's gonna make a
Me too. Yeah.
$1 trillion, bro.
It's
Okay.
probably gonna make $1 trillion, and then we're gonna get a 2. And
Yep.
for sure.
Yep. Okay, next up we
Yeah,
got hit or
no,
miss.
I don't foresee that being the only Minecraft movie.
No.
Oh yeah, no, dude. Yeah, it's gonna be sick. Okay, hit or miss. Dune Prophecy. Did you guys watch it yet?
No, a miss because I don't care.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah, I
I'm
don't
just.
care. I don't
know
want to
there are
go
a lot of-
10,000 years back in their lore. I can't even keep up with their
thing.
lore.
Yeah, yeah. It's the same thing with like the Game of Thrones stuff. I was like, I didn't even finish the first Game of Thrones, the original one. I'm not going back in time. You know, I don't know why stuff like that kind of throws me off sometimes. But I wasn't a super big fan of the first Dune. I am of the second Dune, but honestly, not enough to really make me want to dive.
Yeah,
into
you
that
have to
even
love
more.
the IP enough to have to actually do
Right,
some homework
exactly.
and dive in.
Yeah.
And I don't.
And there are
wanna dive
people out
into
there
that.
who do love it and consume that stuff.
Yeah.
And awesome. I'm just not one of those guys.
Let me guess, Wes. You are about it.
No.
Really?
I have not watched it yet.
Okay.
And dude, it doesn't even look that good.
It
Like
didn't really.
I didn't like the first Dune.
I didn't
right?
even
Didn't
know
like
about it.
The second Dune, I thought it was a good movie, and I know people are listening. My friends
Within
are
its
listening.
bubble, like a movie
Yeah.
for what it was. Yes.
Yeah, contained
there you
story,
go.
great.
There you go.
But do I care about the Dune like series in general? No. Do I care about the person behind Dune, like Dennis? Like, yes, that guy cooks with everything that he does.
Cool.
But yeah, no, I don't care about Dune
Look at us all
Prophecy.
look at us all being mature with these topics.
Oh,
This
dude,
is-
there's gonna be
this is-
people in the comments that are like,
this is
"What are these
great.
guys on?"
This is great.
Okay, next
This is
up,
great.
this is gonna be with
Black tar heroin.
You're right.
What? These
Okay.
teeth ain't real.
What's this stuff called? What's this stuff called in Lord of War?
Oh, I
It's
thought you were gonna
cocaine-
say Bliss.
No, it's cocaine and gunpowder.
That's what I thought you were
Oh.
gonna say too.
No, they call it
Cocaine
they call it like brown. It's gunpowder and cocaine.
What?
Okay.
You
Well,
never
that's
seen
not what we're on.
You've never seen Lord of War? Nicolas
Mm-mm.
Cage?
No, I don't,
He's
like,
the
I
he's
don't
the
like
he's
watching
the
bad
arms
movies.
dealer. No, stop. You have to watch Lord of War. This is not a bad movie. This is okay, make me a promise, both of you.
Okay,
You will both watch Lord of War before next week's podcast.
my fingers are crossed. I will
can't
watch
promise
it.
you that.
Come
No. I'm not promising that.
Oh my god, it's so good. You're gonna
Okay,
see
maybe I
comments.
will.
If this is a clip, you're gonna see comments.
If, okay,
It's got him and Morbius.
Jared Leto. Yeah.
Jared Leto is his young brother, and they
Now
like
I
work.
really don't want to watch it.
No,
Yeah, I don't like
dude,
Jared Leto.
they
man.
work for their parents in a
Not a part of the
bakery.
echelon?
They're from like Ukraine, and he starts figuring out how to be an arms dealer, and then he becomes the arms dealer like across the world. It is wild.
Okay,
I mean, I'll watch it eventually. Not this past week, not this next week, but I'll watch
if
it.
I get
Nope.
if there's one comment that says for me to watch it, I will
Okay.
watch it.
There you go.
Okay.
If one person comments that they should watch Lord of War, at least Wes will watch it.
Yes, I will watch it.
Yeah. I will watch it eventually. I just
Okay.
can't promise the week.
All right, fair
Okay.
enough.
Next up, hit or
Thanksgiving
miss.
comes up.
Fortnite OG.
We already talked about it.
W. You guys know they're doing like an OG pass as well, right?
Whoa, I screwed
Yeah.
up my.
Yeah.
There we go.
Dude, it's gonna be sick. Can't wait. Okay, next up, hit or miss. Craven the Hunter movie. Predictions. Is it gonna happen? Is it gonna be?
I
a
think
hit?
it's
Miss?
probably going to be.
What do you
the
mean, is it gonna
best
happen?
thing
It's
Sony's
happening.
I mean, it's
predicted
happening, but like, are you gonna watch it?
or
Like,
has made.
Is it going to be
Oh, I'm
better?
gonna watch it.
Is it going to be better than Morbius? Probably. Does that mean it's good? No.
I actually think it's going to be the best that they've produced from the SSU.
Well, what is that
Sony
saying?
Spider-Man
What is that
universe.
saying, Warren?
Well, but I think if it is the best they've produced, then it's a hit because I don't hate Venom. I enjoy the Venom movies.
You're
so
including
if it's better
Venom.
than the Venom
I don't
movies,
include Venom with Morbius and Madam Web.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't include Venom, but I'm talking about anything Spider-Man
Okay.
related that they've made. I think this might be the best. I actually don't know if I can say it's a hit though.
I think there's going to be some good action in it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a decent movie. So I'll say hit, even if it's barely a hit. I want it to be just like I want them to just do a great job, but I don't know.
But you're not. What are you committed to with it? Nothing.
Fair.
Oh no, yeah, no.
I mean,
Alright.
the eventual like big team up for like Sinister Six, maybe. I don't know.
Please no.
I sleep.
Please
I
no.
sleep. Okay, next up. This is gonna be interesting. Instagram threads. How are we feeling? We still using it?
What? Never used it. I'm still
Absolutely
using
never.
it.
I forget I have
Stupid.
it until I accidentally click on some portion of my Instagram
So-
screen and it
And
takes
they're
me
like,
to it. I'm
this
like,
person
no!
posted a thread. That's the only way I've seen it, and I'm just like, come
Well,
on,
so
man.
I
I don't
have-
care about this at all.
I have it set up to where it auto posts or posts for me whenever I post on Instagram. It posts on my threads, but I literally haven't visited that. Like I said, unless it's by accident.
I barely post on Twitter.
Here, let's expand this real quick, just real fast. Are you guys signed up? And I know Wes is. The
Yep.
Blue Sky, the new Twitter.
Yeah.
No.
Why?
I'm signed up.
You know it's not you, Wes. You have been through this merry-go-round as many
Listen.
times as I have, and
Yes.
you know it's gonna flop.
I like seeing Mark Hamill tweets, and he's on
Oh,
Blue Sky, and
God.
that's the only
I
time.
do not. I'm
Oh,
so.
I said that on
Nope.
purpose, by the way.
Yeah, I know you did. No.
But yeah, he's officially over there, and apparently he's not coming back. We'll see how long that lasts. So,
Okay.
I'm okay.
cool.
That's why I'm
Cool.
not going over there then.
Cool.
yeah, I mean the
I
technology
wasn't
is cool.
before,
Yeah.
but
The
I
te-
barely do Twitter.
yeah, dude,
That's
same.
why
Yeah.
I post like once every 2 months on Twitter.
So the
like,
tech is like actually cool. It's like decentralized or whatever, and it's like
Stop.
basically
Stop.
if you're
Stop.
hold on, let me finish. Okay, if one platform dies, then like basically another platform can like use all of the infrastructure of Blue Sky and then like port all of the information, followers, and everything.
Who
That's not gonna
cares?
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, no, I
Instagram's
agree.
not going down. Twitter's not going
Yeah,
down.
exactly. Okay, well, on a happier note, hit or miss, Fallout 76.
When it launched, it was a big fat miss, and I'm pretty sure now, years later, which is the stupid blue roadmap that these games do, it's a hit. Same with Cyberpunk. Same with Sea of Thieves. Same with No Man's Sky. I'm so fed up with it.
It's okay. I dropped the F-bomb in the last episode. You're good. We get one. Okay.
I am so fed up with it. You launch a game and it's trash, and then you hope the fans hold on for a year or two while you fix the game and make it what it should have been when you launched it, and somebody pays $70. I'm so tired of it.
All the games you just listed, including Fallout 76, I've never played. So
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know.
Okay,
Well,
Cyberpunk-
every one of them,
listen,
every one of
time
them
out.
launched like trash balls, and then they apologized, and then a year or two later, they got it to where it was a good experience. That's what happened.
Is it-
Cyberpunk was
are-
always a good story. It launched in a disaster state because of the performance. It was always a good, solid game, but it got even better.
Were
It
all the
wasn't a
games
good
you
solid game
mentioned
because
made-
you can't play it. You couldn't play it, Wes.
I was on a NASA computer and I could play it perfectly fine.
a NASA computer. Were all these made by the same?
No,
company?
No,
It's just
all
what they
different
do.
developers.
It's all of them. They
Gotcha.
literally they promise you the world and they hype you up, and then when you get it, it's
That's how everything is nowadays. One game, like I've been really tired with video games lately because I've been tired of getting mad, right? Because I'm one of the older guys now, right? I'm not the 18-year-old kid who can, do all that stuff. So, like I said in the beginning, I just renewed my subscription to Final Fantasy 14 because it's chill. It's
Yeah.
chill. I
That's
can
cool.
do quests for wardrobe
Forever.
accessories,
Forever.
right? There's mini games inside of it. But me and my brother were really looking forward to this game coming out called Blue Protocol. It was out in Japan. It looked really good. It was an MMO. Now they're like, yo, it's just done. Like, period. I'm like, but that was the thing. Like, they promised so much.
Mhm.
And then when it came out in Japan, people liked it, but it just really still didn't live up to everything they said. And now they're just like, it's just done.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's tough.
So,
It's
Final
tough
Fantasy
being a
14.
passionate gamer. I'm gonna admit something I've never admitted. I have never played a single Final Fantasy game in my life.
Oh, you got to play
gosh,
Final
they're
Fantasy
so
7.
good, dude. They're so good.
I feel
Yeah,
like
Final
with
Fantasy
it's not,
7
I'm not
and
hating.
10.
I feel like I'm so far past that I wouldn't know where to dive in and even
That
be
happens
able to.
sometimes when there's something that's gone for so long.
It's
I totally
so
get that.
huge.
So
It's
I
okay.
would. Wes has a lot to say. Go, Wes. I think he's gonna
Okay.
say what I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. So maybe what I will say is with Final Fantasy, get rid of the number. Okay, don't care about that. Just throw that out the window,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So
Don't
where do
get
you
rid-
start?
You
So
start
like Final
wherever
Fantasy
you want.
14 is the MMO, right? So it's not like the next that 14
It's
doesn't
not
even
the
matter.
next one
Just
in the
think
story.
There's
no,
no-
it's
it's
Final
not a
Fantasy.
What if I
cohesive
jumped
story,
into the
though.
new 7, the redone 7?
I
Yeah.
would.
Yeah.
I would.
So play the
So-
remake, and then Rebirth is the second of the 3-part trilogy.
So I don't need to go back to one on
No,
Nintendo.
they're all different stories. Every single
NES.
Final Fantasy is a different story. Some of them
It's
are
its own-
connected.
they're their own things.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
not. It's not all one universe.
No, no, it's all separate entities. Like they're
Oh.
kind of sort of like some of them are connected.
Sometimes like 10 and like 10.5 or 2, whatever it was. You know,
It's
or
like
stuff that.
Kingdom Hearts.
But-
Like you don't have to play all the other like
I-
side games.
I remember
You know?
back in the day, like on the PlayStation, there was like 7 discs or something crazy.
Yeah,
It was-
dude, I still have it somewhere.
It's
I'll find it. Try to
crazy.
bring. I have the original Final Fantasy
Has so
7,
many,
and there's a
yeah.
ton of and 8. So 10 might have been my favorite with like Titus and everything. Blitzball, that whole thing.
I'm gonna
Jimmy doesn't know,
I'm gonna
but-
pick
So,
one. I'm gonna
Jimmy,
try.
I'm
it
relatively
sometime.
new
I
to
would do
Final
7.
Fantasy. I didn't play any of the older games as well because I was like you, and I'm like,
What'd
I'm
you
not gonna
jump in
play
on?
7.
Seven? Okay.
7 remake.
7 is the one with Cloud and
Yeah.
all the characters
Yep.
that you always see that you basically associate with Final
ones that are in
Fantasy.
Smash
so that's
Bros.
the best one to play.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right,
Yeah.
I'll give it a try. Cool.
Yeah. The Rebirth is really solid as well. It might win Game of the Year. It's up for it, but
Okay.
we'll talk about that pretty soon. Hit or miss, guys. Live action Lion King, the first one.
I haven't watched it.
Really?
No.
It's like the realistic
My-
animation style.
Yeah, I haven't
Right.
watched
Yeah.
it. I never
see
watched it.
my
So it's a miss for
my
me
deal with
because it wasn't
these,
worth
yeah, my
watching.
deal with these is just it goes back to what we talked about in the beginning. I'm like, not really necessary.
Mm-mm.
In a weird way, I would say if you just did it page for page, scene for scene, shot for shot, like the animated ones, then I'd actually be more okay with it. I don't want them to add anything new, right? Because literally
Right.
these are the movies I watched when growing up as a kid, right? The Little Mermaid, Hercules, Lion King, all this stuff. I'm like, I don't want it to change, right?
Yeah.
So I'm really weird about it, how they've all been overall. I think it was fine.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's a hit or a miss, right?
I'm gonna
I'm
go
like right in
miss
the middle.
because I didn't watch
Okay,
it.
It's right in the middle for me because it's just kind of fine.
You know what we should do since we all have so much time in the world? We should start a like an older man gaming live stream brand where we just
There you
go
go.
on and we play the games
Just
and we just rage out because
Multiverse
we suck.
gaming. I mean,
Yeah, because we just can't
I
keep
just-
up. Like we go and run like duos in Fortnite and just get destroyed.
gosh.
And we make that the entertainment. It's like Tim the Tap Man. He sucks at a lot of those games, and we make sure that that's kind of our entertainment. Is hey, let's go watch these guys because they suck.
Yeah.
Would you guys want to watch us suck at some video games? I mean, because
Well,
I
Zero
could easily
expectation.
I'm out.
go in
I'm
with
out.
Jimmy and Wes and suck at some games.
Well, no,
I'm a
Wes
demon.
Wes
I'm a
would
demon.
carry. Wes would carry. Wes used so here, quick story. I had a partner deal with Facebook. Live stream, Facebook gaming. Had to live stream. Shoot, I don't even remember what it was. It was a lot. It was like 3 hours a day, 7 days a week, a
Mhm.
year.
Wow.
It was crazy.
Wow.
And it was Fortnite. That was the game. So I would say I was average in the beginning. I was above average, and then as it evolved, I got to where I was pretty average. Like not the greatest. Couldn't build quick or anything like that. Had moments of shine, but I remember West used to like carry me, literally put me in his backpack
Yeah,
and
same with
carry
Joker.
me
Yep.
every day. Joker, a couple other guys.
Austin. Yep.
Yeah, and then me and T Martin and Hollow would play a bunch, but it would be interesting to watch us just pick or let the fans pick different games that we could play together.
Yeah.
The
yeah,
reactions
yeah.
would be good.
Because I used to be really good at Fortnite. Like I could crank 90s, I could tunnel, I could do a lot of
Mhm.
different stuff. And like I'd even play with friends and they'd be like, "Oh yeah, like we're gonna play blah blah blah," and we'd play, they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, dude, like you're really good."
And then
But
you're like,
every time I play recently, I'm like, "What the heck are these kids
well, so that's how it
doing?
is with Call
They're
of Duty.
building castles around me."
Black
I'm
Ops
like,
6.
"Oh my gosh."
So like you and me would go play 10
Oh.
matches of Black Ops 6. There's going to be 3 matches in there where you're like, holy crap, Jimmy, you're like elite. you're good, like 50-5. And then there's going to be 7 matches where you're like, I need a new teammate.
Well, that new matchmaking crap that they have, what do they call it?
SBMM, skill-based matchmaking.
The unemployed ranking or whatever. Wow, how dumb is that? Wow.
Anyway, all right. So that'd be something we can do in the future because we have so much time. We have so much time. Oh, we could do zombies.
Oh,
we could go back and do retro. We could do some Left 4 Dead 2 runs. I mean, it would be fun.
Good. Yeah.
Anyway.
Heck yeah. Okay, next up, change it up a little bit. Hit or miss, the new Jaguar logo. Jaguar, whatever it's called.
Biggest miss in the entire world to everybody that owns a Jaguar right now or owns stock or an actual vehicle. I have been a Jaguar owner. I feel sorry for you. I'm so sorry for you. The ones that have stock, I'm sorry. The ones that have the vehicles where the value is going to diminish, I'm sorry. Stupidest. I don't know who gets to be in charge of these billion-dollar brands and make these decisions. This is literally Bud Light all over again. That's what this is. That's what's happening.
Why can't I find the logo?
Oh,
dude. They freaking dropped a trailer the other day.
It's the pink one?
They dropped a trailer that had can we safely call this
text.
A woke trailer?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird would be the word.
I'm just gonna go ahead and chime in and just say you can't just change your logo.
They did.
Jaguar is like a classic.
They didn't say we're gonna go in a new direction. It's new Jaguar. Just do the logo. They dropped this trailer that was a fashion show trailer. Had zero to do with cars. There was no car in the trailer.
I saw something. I saw somebody react to it. Hold on. Did you just send it to me?
No, hold on. No,
it's in.
Listen, do you guys remember the Apple 1984 trailer, the one where she threw the thing into the screen and I'm going
with the hammer.
I'm going against the government, blah blah blah. That's what they were channeling, along with woke, whatever they were going, had nothing to do with cars.
Oh my gosh, what is this? What? Yeah, it's a fashion show. What?
There's no cars in it.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's
vivid.
I mean, you could tell that they were going with like, let's try to be as weird as possible.
What is that?
Yeah, it seems like a Apple, like a weird Apple thing.
It does, yeah.
Copy nothing. What do you mean? You're reminding me of Apple.
So stupid. So stupid.
There was no reason to do this, and I don't care. You could have showed me anything, and I would have said there's no reason to do this.
Wait,
because to me, as a car guy, like if I owned a bunch of old Jaguars, well, one actually they might have gone up in stock, right? The older Jaguar cars,
actual stock plummeted.
More now.
Plummeted.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. No, the stock of Jaguar, the company's going to plummet, but the stock of old Jaguar cars is going to go up. Like they're going to be worth more now. But I would be pissed that they changed.
So stupid.
A classic logo of a staple car. You know what I mean? Like it's a classic.
But on top of that, Warren, it wasn't even a video about a car.
Yeah, I didn't see any cars in there. Yeah, that's it was an interesting choice. I really wonder what they were going for.
Did you guys?
Were they going for people to talk about it, and therefore, hey, let's not put a car in it, so people will just talk about it, and then they'll say Jaguar.
That is Bud Light all over again.
Did you guys see what the @nothing Twitter did?
No.
Yeah, so I sent the link, right? Look what they did. They changed their logo as well. Copy nothing. Copy Jaguar.
Oh my that's actually hilarious. What is nothing? It's just
I don't know, a tech company. Copy nothing, but they got copied.
I'm just a chill admin. It's a picture right there. He said, copy Jaguar, November 20th. Copy nothing, copy Jaguar.
I just wonder what they sit around and say. Like, hey guys, we've been doing this for like 100 or 200.
That's
I don't know.
How many years. Why would you change it?
It's been going really well. We've established we're Jaguar. It's really cool. But let's just get some lighter fluid and let's stick flame to it and see what happens. All right, move on.
All good faith. Okay, last but not least, we have hit or miss Ironheart.
I think we both already said it. We are worried it's going to be a miss. This is a pre-miss. This is a pre-miss prediction for me. I hope it's not.
So, based off all the comments that I saw from our clip where we both said, hey, we think it's going to have trouble because of Iron Man, people are just going to compare her to Robert Downey Jr. I saw a lot of comments. No one asked for this. Why are we getting this? Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a miss. I don't think the story is that compelling based on what I know, to be perfectly like she's fighting the Hood. Like, what? Where does that even come from? Like, should have given her a bigger villain. It should be Mephisto, right? That would get me excited. We've heard he's going to be in it. That excites me. I mean,
we're not connected to
where they're
going
to go with it.
We got a little bit in Black Panther 2.
She gonna get crap for this. She had a little bit too much attitude for me in Black Panther. I don't know. It just
definitely gonna get crap for that.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care.
I'm not. I hope it's good. I hope for the sake.
I was totally. I like Shuri as Black Panther. I think that was fine, right? Yeah. I do think they should have recast T'Challa, but I like Shuri as Black Panther. I think she's great, and I think Ironheart was a cool component to it. But it's kind of like you said. But her attitude kept me from really kind of getting attached to her a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. All right, it's theory time. You want to read the first one? Actually, we only have one. It's all you, Warren.
Yep.
All right. Hold on. Forgot how to read.
I like the name of the Redditor.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Theory is from Cursed by the Ice Gods. Okay.
That's deep.
On Reddit. Han Solo isn't a Jedi, but is insanely...
Stop before you even go any farther. What universe is Han Solo a Jedi?
None. Just let it cook.
I think they're stating the obvious.
Yeah,
they're
stating the obvious.
All right. I'm just making sure I'm on the same page.
Or just clarifying for people who might not know.
Okay.
So people who've never seen a Star Wars movie.
Or watch a Star Wars podcast. Okay.
Or have just watched Han Solo is in the... so I guess if you only watch the prequels. If you've only ever seen the prequels. So Han Solo isn't a Jedi, but is insanely in tune with the Force. This explains his incredible luck, despite some awful blunders. He steps on a stick on Endor, which alerts the scout trooper, leading to the speeder bike chase. This leads to Leia getting separated and meeting with the Ewoks, who help the captured rebels defeat a legion of stormtroopers and bring down the defense shield. This lets the outnumbered and trapped rebel fleet destroy the second Death Star and the death of Vader and Palpatine. The Galactic Empire fell because Han Solo accidentally stepped on a stick.
Wow.
It's not wrong.
Moly.
It's hilarious. I mean,
pure dumb luck.
Yeah, I was going to say, you have to be in tune with the Force, right? And
I think as he grew maturity wise and like I think he grew where he was definitely a little Force sensitive to a degree.
Well, and he had to have, he everything he's seen, right? And buddying with Luke and Leia and everything. Like, yeah, totally. Because he probably had like what I call faith, right?
Yeah.
By the end of so.
At the very end, he was definitely one with the Force in a way. Like he was calm, like
right.
Before he got shanked by his son.
Yeah, I put that on my dumbest moments, right?
Actually, that I kind of like that. That's probably up there in my top 3 theories we've read.
Oh, the theories. I'm like, you liked when Kylo killed Han Solo?
Oh no,
because you said that. Then
all
you moved on. Really,
all I keep thinking is Chewie. Yeah, it's bad. That was actually pretty funny though. Stepped on a stick.
Yep.
Follow the Galactic Empire.
I like that one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
All right, some random topics. Who is the anchor being for our world?
So let me set this up.
Whoa.
Okay?
You mean like us? Like here?
Yes, for our world. Okay, there's an anchor being that after they passed away, the world changed forever. Who is that person?
Hold on.
No.
Are you talking about in real life?
He's talking real life.
In real life, yes. I'll set it up for you guys. So for mine, I'll give you guys a couple more examples.
JFK?
Mine is Steve Irwin.
Okay.
He was our anchor being.
Oh, I got it. I already know.
Okay, go for
it. Robin Williams.
There you
go.
That's what I was gonna give you the example of. Yeah, that was
Robin Williams was our anchor being.
Another one I had was Alan Rickman, possibly. David Bowie.
No, it's Robin Williams all day.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I agree with that.
Mic drop. Robin Williams.
I mean, I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. I mean, my mom's Mexican. Her mother, my grandmother's from Mexico, and she grew up in Corpus Christi, Texas, which is where Selena's from. So I would say Selena. If anybody knows
there
who
you go.
that is,
Okay.
my
Yeah,
Mexican
yeah.
people will know who that. Jennifer Lopez played her in the
Yeah.
movie. Her accountant ends up killing her because her accountant stole from her. That's how that works, right?
Okay.
Gosh,
Love that. That was a good
That's
one.
a good one. I like that one.
Yeah.
I like that question too.
dug in deep there.
Yeah, that was
All right, the
deeper than I
Game
thought it'd be.
Awards adding DLC to the Game of the Year category.
So context. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erd Tree is a DLC that came out.
It's basically a game.
It's basically a game.
Well, that's why they're including it now,
Yep.
I'm sure.
Mhm.
Yep. So the outrage is that a DLC for a game that released in 2022 is being considered as Game of the Year.
So
What's
they don't
your
want it to
take?
get doubled up. They don't want it to win twice.
Basically, yeah. And like you have to, like, in order to get the Shadow of the Erd Tree, and I don't want people to think I'm hating it. I love Elden Ring, love Shadow of the Erd Tree. I definitely think it's deserving, but the people are like, well, you have to play the base game to be able to get to, Shadow of the Erd Tree. Like you have to basically beat Radon and beat
Makes sense,
Lord of
makes
Blood.
sense, yeah.
And people are like, well, why is it in there? And if that's the case, why didn't other DLC like Phantom Liberty came out last year and that wasn't Game of the Year?
No, the answer is no. It shouldn't be up for Game of the Year category. It should have its own category for DLC of the year.
Yeah, that was my instant thought was why don't there's so many out there? Why don't they just have their own category?
Because what is stopping them from software, or isn't it From Software?
Yeah, From Software. Yeah.
What's stopping them from doing one of those every year or two? And they just win the Game of the Year for the next decade.
And
with
that's
the same
take.
game.
Yeah, that's the take that everyone has. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like it's not hard to give them their own category.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then again, they could just say, well, get good and make something better than us. I mean, I guess. I don't know.
The Witcher 3, the Witcher 3
champion,
Blood,
you're entitled to say that.
yeah. The Witcher 3 The Blood and Wine DLC is the best DLC ever created. Gonna go ahead and end that right there. Love Shadow of the Erd Tree. Commenters, enjoy that one.
3 new Whoppers. we went by Burger King today, grabbed a junior Whopper, and Grady grabbed an original chicken sandwich, and we saw them on the menu. We're going to try them later. You have I think it's a pickle fry Whopper. There is a Mexican corn Whopper, which I'm really excited about. I love Mexican corn. And then I don't remember the third one, and I don't have the picture. What was the third one?
I haven't had a Whopper.
I got it.
Years, man.
Here we go. Maple bourbon barbecue. That's my least exciting. I'm overall.
Maple bourbon barbecue sounds amazing.
We have a lot of barbecue around here, so that doesn't. But
sure.
A Mexican street corn created by Kelsey, fried pickle ranch Whopper created by Fabian, and the maple bourbon barbecue Whopper created by Calvin. It was $1 million Whopper contest.
Know who these people are?
No, they entered a contest and made a Whopper.
Oh, okay.
And they actually did them.
Well,
so
cool.
which one would you guys be most excited? Mexican street corn for me all day. Ashley wants the pickle Whopper.
Bourbon. Maple
bourbon.
Yep.
What about you, Wes?
The Mexican one's pretty good.
Mexican street corn.
Yeah.
It looks good. It has like little Fritos on it too.
I'll actually change my answer. None, because I'm not eating Burger King.
Yeah.
Because when you have a choice, it's never Burger King.
If I go to Burger King, it's gonna be a Bacon King straight up. Like we're just
I'm just not
there.
going.
You aren't about the flame broiled meat. I think it's
never been a really big Burger King fan, man.
The commercial's great. Like Whopper, new Whopper.
Yeah. All right. WWE Netflix debut in January. Will the stream be as bad as Mike Tyson, Jake Paul stream? No, it won't. We'll have all that fixed and everything. I don't really care. I mean,
well, it won't be as big. I don't think.
There's gonna be Travis Scott is gonna be doing a new song there. I know some people that are hyped about that.
Yeah,
but meh.
Man. I do like the fact that I didn't have to jump through any hoops to go watch Jake Paul and Tyson. And I know it wasn't.
You just turned on Netflix.
Refreshing.
Yeah, I know. Besides that, though, it was really user friendly just to turn on Netflix and go watch it.
It actually wasn't really that bad for me. Actually, like it had to buffer maybe 2 times, and I waited like a minute one time, and that was it.
Mine didn't buffer.
The quality dropped every now and then, but it actually had to buffer. Like it stopped and it buffered.
No, mine went down to like 360p. Like it was bad.
Mine did that a few times too. But when the fight happened, I'll tell you what though, the fight before with the women, that was a fight.
I knew that one was
good.
The one before that was really good too. Like the two before that were, and she got so screwed.
I definitely don't think she won. I don't think, and I'm Scottish too. The other part of me is Scottish. I don't think the Scottish girl won.
Did you see the stats? It was. I mean, she landed like 100 more punches.
I don't
It
understand
was
how.
crazy.
I don't understand.
In that
I
cut,
don't get it.
she kept going with that huge. Ugh.
Dude, she kept putting her head into her
She
as well,
headbutted
like
her. She
the
headbutted her
whole
multiple
night.
times. Yeah.
Well, and then they kept saying, "No, she's just she goes in, she leans with her head." I'm like,
Mhm.
probably on purpose though.
Yeah,
You
it's a
know what I
strategy.
mean? Like, I mean, she literally got her in the head. That girl should have won that fight.
I agree, 100%.
Yeah.
All right, ideal breakfast and describe it.
Like it's the last
Sure.
breakfast of my life.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the last breakfast of my life. Then
Mhm.
it's just a smorgasbord.
No, you can't do that.
I
Can't do that. You can't
But
say
this is
everything
what
on
I
the
would do.
table. You can't
No,
say a
I
whole
would do.
buffet.
I'm doing pancakes.
Okay.
Probably a few different types of pancake, like strawberry cheesecake pancakes, right? Like an IHOP, they have those different
Okay.
pancakes. Lots of syrup, and then I'm having cereal with it for sure
Okay.
because cereal is just unmatched almost.
Sugary goodness.
Yeah, it's amazing. And then I'm just gonna go like a classic, just like breakfast burrito, like a Chick-fil-A breakfast burrito. Like I think I had one this morning. Got done with the gym. Got a Chick-fil-A breakfast burrito, chicken eggs, and I'm really good with that. Oh, you know what? This could do beef out. Like I'll go with Waffle House hash browns.
Ugh, I'm not a big fan of hash browns. I like fried
What?
potatoes. But I like fried
Dude,
potatoes. It's weird.
Hash browns are
Hash
amazing.
browns are insane.
Especially yeah,
All right,
the ones from Waffle House and IHOP are that would be a great final breakfast for me. I'd be okay with that.
I'm gonna go with 2 eggs over easy. Two soft boiled eggs, lightly salted. A bowl of rolled steel cut oatmeal with like raisins and brown sugar and honey. I'm going to do a everything bagel with cream cheese.
I forgot about bagels.
I'm going to do a fresh glass of Pog, which is pineapple, orange juice, and guava. You get it in Hawaii. We've had it on the islands. It's absolutely amazing. A cup of coffee, however I want it that day, and a blueberry scone.
It was so delicate at the end. Blueberry scone.
Yep, that's mine. What about you, Wes?
Okay, so I actually was like talking to some buddies, and we were talking about this, right? And we're gonna talk
Takes it
about
seriously,
it
I like it.
in a bit, but right. We were talking about pancakes or bacon and sausage, which like
Mhm.
I
I forgot bacon. Extra
Yeah,
crispy bacon.
Exactly. Okay, so yeah, we'll talk about that in the one must go, but it's got to be pancakes, syrup, butter. We gotta have like bacon,
Mhm.
eggs over easy, 2 of them. Slice of toast with butter. We're talking sausage links, and then we put the egg over easy on top of the 1 piece of toast.
So a hungry man's breakfast.
We put the bacon on it.
Pretty
we put
much.
the sausage on it. We smash it into our mouth, and then all the egg yolk that's on the plate, we then scrape the bacon and
up.
Of
yeah,
course,
exactly.
of course.
That's
Yeah,
the
I
way
gotta
to do
throw
it.
bacon and bagels onto mine for
We
sure.
didn't. None of us put in some fresh fruit, like
I don't ever eat-
cantaloupes.
I don't like
Cantaloupe,
eat fruit
honeydew
alone
melon,
as
grape,
itself.
strawberries?
Ever.
No, kiwi. No, okay.
I love kiwi, but I don't
Love some
ever
kiwi.
eat fruit.
All right,
ever.
it is
Vegetarian?
time for top 5, and I just realized something, Warren. We did RDJ. We're gonna.
Did we?
Yeah, we can
No,
do
we
it.
didn't.
Yeah, we have. Because I gave you crap for putting Sherlock Holmes on there.
Oh, that's right.
Did we do Robert? Oh,
Yeah.
well, it's not on my current list that I have for it.
Okay.
I don't remember doing it.
Yeah,
Really?
we definitely did it. Yeah. I say we bypass that one and we'll just hit the other 2 for today. Unless you want to do it.
I think this list is way different than my other list.
Well, then that's just going to expose us for not being consistent.
I don't remember doing it.
We definitely did it.
Well, maybe it's so different this time because I lumped in all Marvel movies into one. But
Okay.
I think I did that last time too. I actually think I remember doing that last time too.
Yeah.
I have no idea. I don't remember. Round 2.
Okay, let's do it.
Or I could just tell you mine. You don't have to say yours.
How about we'll fast pass this one. Do all 5 of yours, and then I'll do all 5 of mine.
Honorable mentions. I'll start with Sherlock Holmes, Chef. Good Night and Good Luck. That has a huge cast, and one person in a very big cast. Zodiac number 5, Richard 3, number 4, Oppenheimer number 3, Tropic Thunder number 2, specifically Avengers Endgame, but all Iron Man roles number 1.
All right, and you're gonna remember we did this when I tell you when my number 2. 5 Oppenheimer, 4 Natural Born Killers, 3 Tropic Thunder, 2 Due Date. You were like,
I remember,
Date?
yeah.
No, really funny movie, love it. Him and Zach Galifianakis, and then number 1, every Marvel.
I do, yeah, we did. Yours is the same.
Yeah,
it sounds like mine's. I think way different.
Pretty much.
I don't know what brought a change in me. Or why I didn't
good.
remember that, but okay. Chris Evans, top 5 Chris Evans movies.
So I want to say something out of the gate when I was researching this. Chris Evans has not had a lot of good movies outside of Marvel for me. Like
He really hasn't.
So,
yeah, and I'm gonna go against my own rule. In this, I put a movie that he's only in for like a brief moment.
Okay.
Normally, we kind of try to stay away from that, like where they're the main characters. But it's an iconic character he plays, but he's not in it for long.
All right, number 5 for me is Gifted.
Number 5 for me is Gifted. Because it's just different than anything he's done, right?
Yeah.
The emotional, parenting type person. Just
still not like a.
It's not an amazing movie.
Number 4 for
he
me
hasn't had a ton of success.
Number 4, Snowpiercer for me.
I thought about putting that one on. It's the older one, right? Like it's a 2015 maybe or something like that. Maybe older than that. I don't even remember.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's a B flick. It's just something if I'm
it
super
is.
bored.
And you know what movie I thought? I was like, I saw this one other movie where he's like kind of a superhero. Push. Remember that movie?
Vaguely.
I don't remember it being good. Bro, see,
Vaguely.
that's the problem. You vaguely remember that movie. But anyways, I might get crap for this, but I don't care. I love these movies. 4 for me is Fantastic Four.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, that's cool.
I love the Fantastic Four and the Fantastic Four Silver Surfer. Not the newer one.
Yeah.
With Miles Teller. Sorry, but yeah. He's a great Human Torch. I mean, he just came back.
Now that I think about it, I should have put that on there. Number 3 for me is Knives Out. I thought he played a really good dickhead.
Number 3 for me is Knives Out.
Okay.
The movie's great, and he actually does a really great job.
He does good in that one. Number 2 for me is Deadpool and Wolverine. So
you broke the rule too, kind of.
I did break the rule. I didn't have a choice, dude. There was not a lot of good movies with this guy.
Well, I'll put that as an honorable mention. I didn't really.
Okay. What's your 2?
See that as a Chris Evans movie, but my 2, Scott Pilgrim versus the World, one of my favorite movies of all time.
I debated on it.
Oh, right. He plays that, but it's the same thing, right? He plays that douchey role perfectly. But I mean, I almost went for not another teen movie.
Oh my gosh. Number 1. I think number 1's the same for both of us. All
is Captain America.
He is Captain America, yeah.
If I had to get specific, I'd probably say Civil War is my.
I would.
No, not Civil War. Winter Soldier. Sorry.
If I'm just focused on him, Winter Soldier's good. So is Captain America the first Avenger. If I'm just focused on him.
I think it'd be between, if you're just focusing on him, it's between the first and second one. But I think the emotionality of like seeing Bucky return.
Yeah. He's good Captain America. I was like,
he is Captain America.
I was looking through him and I was like, dang, he needs to step up his outside the MCU game.
Well, he kind of did with Knives Out.
Knives Out was better.
Yeah, and he's great with being the Human Torch again. But yeah, he did that spy-ish movie with that really popular actress from Knives Out, right? And it didn't go too well.
He also did Gray Man.
I don't know. Is that the one with
Bart
Gosling?
Yeah. It wasn't that great either.
It was all right. Yeah. It didn't make my list.
Yeah. All right, final top 5.
So this one is
this was pretty cool. I like this one.
I actually thought.
I debated on putting his literal 2-second cameo in Free Guy.
I thought about that too. It's like literally like 2 seconds.
Okay, best weapons in the MCU. You go first.
Do you want me to start with honorable mentions or do those at the end?
Do those at the end.
Okay. The Yaka arrow, Yondu's whistle arrow.
Oh my god, I forgot about that thing. Dang it. Okay. All right.
This one was kind of hard because there are some items in the MCU that aren't used the same way they're used in the comics.
And I didn't go off
So,
power
yeah.
level. I went with my coolest ones that I thought were cool.
Sure, go for it.
All black for me for the first one. I think
Necrosword.
the Necrosword. I think it's a really cool
The
sword.
Necrosword.
I like it.
Yep. Gungnir, Odin's spear.
Odin's. Okay. All right. That's your
Yeah.
number 4.
That's 4. Yeah.
Okay. Number 4 for me, and this may be a hot take. I like the 10 rings. I like
Number
how
3
they
for me is the 10 rings. Number
Okay,
3
I
for me
like
is
how
10
they
rings.
had the
Yeah.
battles and how I liked it.
Shang-Chi is an epic movie.
Yeah, I liked it.
Epic movie. One of my favorite MCU films, and I think it was filmed really well.
Yeah.
They were awesome. The 10 rings, and then they split, right? And they
Yeah,
each had
it was
5.
really
and, yeah,
cool.
no,
It was
totally.
cool.
Totally awesome. So that's 3 for me, so now 3 for you.
3
wait.
for me. Is
2
that
for
right?
you?
No, I'm on 3.
Okay.
All black and 10 rings.
Oh, yeah, I went first. Okay.
Number 3 for me is the Hulkbuster. I call it a weapon.
I didn't put any of the Iron Man stuff because I didn't really consider it a weapon. I guess the Hulkbuster would.
It was
be
a weapon
specific
specifically to
thing,
detain
right? Yeah,
Hulk,
yeah. Okay, and it is really cool. It is
It's
really
really
cool.
freaking cool.
I mean, number 2 for me is Stormbreaker.
Okay.
I love it's just
Number
it can
2 for
summon
me,
Bifrost.
I cheated. I put Mjolnir and Stormbreaker together as a combo.
Well, that's. I mean, I got him. Mjolnir's right here. Stormbreaker's right here. You can't see it. But
Yeah, I did that as
number 1's the Infinity Gauntlet.
So
Surprised.
number 1 for me is Infinity Gauntlet. And my honorable mentions, the Nano Gauntlet is an honorable mention, but I didn't like how skinny it was.
I don't regard that as its own thing. Maybe I should, but I kind of don't.
Okay.
Because it's an Infinity Gauntlet made by Tony Stark, right? It is what it's an Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah. Okay. You're gonna give me hate. I put Captain America's shield.
Of course you did.
And I put black hole grenades. Those things were nasty. You remember in
the Dark
Thor
Elves?
2? Yeah.
I thought about that too.
So our Loki almost got ate up by one of those.
Yep, he almost did.
Those are cool.
My honorable mention, because these aren't necessarily used as they were in the comics, is the all black Necrosword.
Okay.
The Darkhold.
Okay. Yeah, I thought
the Eye of Agamotto, which is not the same as it is in the comics.
Right.
It's basically just the time stone in the MCU. So
Yep.
once you take away the time stone, it's a necklace almost.
That was a fun one. All right, let me pull
Heck
back
yeah.
up. Hey, what food did you go get?
White people tacos.
Oh, I don't. Okay.
Yeah,
All
dude.
right.
It's white people taco night. Woo!
Righty. I don't know what to say there.
I'm sure the
Never
name
used that
of
term?
where he got them is called White People Tacos.
All righty. Let's move on. One must go.
Let's move on before Wes can actually answer.
Yeah.
True. Okay, here we go. One must go, guys. This is gonna pain me, regardless. Okay.
This is. Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm not looking.
Yeah,
I just looked.
Zelda Breath of the Wild, Zelda Majora's Mask, Link to the Past, and Ocarina of Time.
Link to the Past.
F off, Warren.
I'm not getting rid of Majora's Mask, Ocarina of Time, and Breath of the Wild's amazing.
Link to the Past is one of the best games ever made. Oh my god, that's
it's also the oldest of them.
That is my
before the
number
N64.
one favorite game
I know
of
it
all
is.
time. It's
I
not
know it
Nintendo
is.
64, it's Super Nintendo.
I said before Nintendo. I said it's
Oh.
not Nintendo 64.
Man.
Jimmy, I'm so sorry. Link to the Past. It's gotta go.
Breath of the Wild's amazing, and Majora's Mask and Ocarina of Time. There's just you can't get rid of. You
Iconic.
can't get rid of them.
Link to the Past.
You
is
have
amazing.
to get rid of Link to the Past or Breath of the Wild.
You're gonna hurt
Those are
me,
your
Wes.
choices.
I'm gonna hurt you. Breath
Go
of the
for it.
Wild.
No,
You know what? Hurtful.
that
but
was the
that's
only
okay.
other option. That was the only other option, though.
I guarantee neither one of you have even played through Link to the Past, so you don't even have the right to take it off the list.
Want to bet?
I have played through it. I played every Zelda there basically is. Yeah,
Okay, here we go. Next
Zelda's
up,
my
guys.
jam. Zelda and Pokemon were my whole youth.
Did you guys play Echoes of Wisdom?
No.
Solid
Is that
game.
the DS one? Was it-
No, so that's the recent one that came out on Switch.
Oh, then no.
Yeah,
No.
it's the one where Zelda's the main character. She's the playable character.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's actually really solid. Like, it's a good.
I would really
And
like
you know what,
more
Jimmy?
stories with Zelda.
The
Can't
next
believe you
game
both
that they're
got rid
probably
of
gonna
Link to the
do,
Past.
the next game that they're probably gonna do, that same team they did Link's Awakening, they're likely gonna remake Link to the Past.
I don't care.
Hey, you don't care that they're gonna remake your favorite game ever?
Don't care
This
anymore.
guy's sulking. He's
Listen,
sulking.
I can't get rid of Majora's Mask. I literally
Have you
can't.
played Majora's Mask?
I've played all 4 of those.
I've played Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask so much.
I mean, I didn't put Skyward Sword on the
epic.
list.
So let me guess. What if you put the OG? What if you put the or the very first one? Is that one off the list for you guys?
Yeah.
Yes, because The Legend of Zelda was good back in the day, but what it really it was the 3D Zelda that really transcended the games.
No, it wasn't.
If it wasn't for Ocarina of Time, The Legend of Zelda would not be as popular as it is today. And I'm a Zelda fan. I like, dude,
100%.
Listen,
you can make that same argument with Mario, and that wouldn't be true either.
I mean, I'm taking Super Mario World over every Super Mario game ever.
I would take all the Super Nintendo Marios over. Well, maybe not N64, but pretty much anything else.
Super Mario 3. All right, let's go.
Okay, next up, guys. Avengers 1. Avengers Age of Ultron, Infinity War, and Endgame. I know this is an easy one. You know what? No,
this is forced.
I'm getting rid of Age of Ultron on this list. Avengers 1, Infinity War, and Endgame.
Look, I'm pissed off, but I feel like you backed us against a wall.
Yep, I did.
It's not fair because Age of Ultron is underrated in a huge way.
It is underrated,
but I can't put it above the others. You can't.
But it's not
sacrilegious to put it above one. One is where they come together for the first time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then Infinity War and Endgame.
That's why I changed it.
Yeah, but
Audible.
you made it where we didn't have a choice.
I know. You got to get rid of one.
Well, no. Now the choice is harder.
No, he made it where we didn't have a choice. Did we all choose what he knew we were going to choose? Yes, we did.
Now it's harder. Now you have to make a decision, Jimmy.
I'll say it. I'll get
I already did. Ultron. I have to. I don't have a choice.
There's only 3 options now.
Yeah.
Avengers 1 and
No, we're not making new rules with this.
Yeah, it's new rules. We did an audible.
I would get rid of Endgame. I'll go ahead and say it. I'm not getting rid of the original Avengers because that movie has.
See, I'm on the other side of that argument. I know more people are pro with you and say Infinity War is the better of the two, but the culmination for Endgame, I have to put it above Infinity War. I do.
There's
I think the fandom split in half on that. No.
I think it's Infinity. I think it's your opinion is the.
You
more
think Infinity War more?
100%. I see more people say that, but for me, getting the closure and the culmination of all those storylines together gives it the bump.
Yeah, no, I get it, and so movies hit people differently.
For me,
you'd go Infinity War, I'd go Endgame.
Dude,
I can't get rid of.
None of us are touching Avengers 1, right?
Yeah, no. Endgame is going. I was of the opinion that current multiverse or the current saga of the Avengers and all that stuff, it should have ended with Infinity War. As soon as it should have snapped.
Oh yeah, I remember reset. He said that.
Snap at full reset of the MCU.
That would be crazy.
Fresh.
But you guys are getting rid of Endgame. You're getting rid of all of those stand-up
time travel moments.
No.
I mean, but
you're getting rid of Captain America wielding Mjolnir. You're getting rid of those payoffs.
Yeah, I am. I'm taking it out back. I'm Old Yeller.
I think the story is really good in Avengers Infinity War.
It's literally
the fighting
poetic,
is
bro.
really good.
It's poetic.
Endgame is the culmination of that story. All right,
I get that, but you're talking about Natasha dying, right? You're talking about Gamora dying. Oh no, Natasha doesn't die till the next one. But Gamora dies. I mean,
half of the world, half of the everything dies.
Tony's ultimate sacrifice.
Yeah, dude.
But you don't get there without the first one. It's hard. But
I mean, listen, they're bringing back RDJ anyway. If we just get rid of Endgame, then we're fine.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
We get Dipsy Doo punching Thanos in the face, calling him a nutsack, and that's what it causes all of it.
Okay, but think about it. That ending with the Thanos snap, the meme of the fading away. Think about that was the end of the current MCU. Think about it, and then they reset it afterwards. That would have been a poetic ending.
It's over.
I'm a fan of the villains winning, personally.
Yeah,
I think that's cool. That tells a really good poetic story. Okay, we're just getting started.
$1 Million Baby and Roots for the Stool.
Yep, we're getting ready. Get ready. Harry Potter movies. Get rid of one.
I just need to figure out which one's gonna piss you off the most.
Sorcerer's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Azkaban, Goblet, Order of the Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince, and Deathly Hallows.
Wait, you just gave us all of them?
Yep, you got to get rid of one of them.
Oh, Chamber of Secrets.
Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah. He just said it because I said that. Look at his face.
Yeah, I mean that's fine with me. We can get rid of that one.
Sorry. Half-Blood.
Nope, that's fine as well.
Damn it.
No, it's not fine as well.
It's fine.
Sorcerers.
Yep, you're good.
Deathly Hollows.
Yep, you're fine.
You can't do
Azkaban.
Nope, you can't go to that one.
that.
That's the best movie. But the best book is
Wes
Goblet of
gets
Fire.
to make these lists, and he's literally got 6 of
dude.
those on there.
Oh, I can't wait. This next one, get ready.
Well, he's got every single one of them.
Mhm.
One must go. Star Wars: A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Jimmy, this is for you, buddy.
This is easy. Return of the Jedi.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
I agree. Okay, GG. Okay, I thought it was gonna be harder.
Nice try. Nice
Yeah,
try.
Okay, you got
Hey-hole.
me. My bad. Okay, next up, guys. Bacon or sausage? One must go.
Sausage.
Sausage goes.
Daddy,
I keep bacon.
Daddy, would you like some
Yes.
sausage?
I was in a heated
What?
argument last night.
What was that from?
Tom, funny guy Tom, back in the day was dating like Reese Witherspoon, Tom Green.
Green. Seth Green.
Seth Green and some
No,
stupid...
not Seth Green. Tom Green.
Tom
You're right.
Green
You're
and
right.
some
Freddie got fingered. Freddie got fingered.
Daddy, would you like some
Freddie
sausage?
got fingered.
Some sausage?
Ding.
Look at us
Yeah, I
breaking
remember.
that down and figuring it out.
That was good. That was good.
That is pop culture like expertise right there.
Pulling
Okay.
that out of the old repertoire.
Yeah.
I was in a very heated
I
argument.
love
about,
that word too. Repertoire. It just goes off
Repertoire,
the
yeah.
tongue.
Yeah.
What was your argument?
Heated
Wes?
argument about bacon or sausage, and it was a 2v1. These people wanted sausage. Trev
No,
and
bacon
BQ.
all day.
Bacon. They're like, bacon is bad because it's crispy and you just burn it. And it's like, what do you mean, dude?
What?
Almost
just
burnt bacon.
bacon.
Is the best bacon ever. You can tell a lot about a
Good because
person.
it's
You need to run away from them if they order their bacon and they get it all like soggy and wilted and,
That was my mom.
and rubbery. You don't want to be around those people.
Address
Extra
this to
crispy.
Trev. Tell him he's
crispy,
crazy.
Trev. You have to ask for extra crispy. If you're getting that rubbery bacon, whew. Mm-mm. Now, don't get me wrong. Sausage is good. You get McDonald's sausage patties are good, but sausage links and different types of sausages are good. I like them, but bacon all day.
I'd rather eat bacon. My
Straight
mom
up.
makes amazing bacon. Next time she's here, I'm going to tell her to make me some bacon.
Oh, dude. I'll be there in spirit. Okay, next up.
Some bacon.
One must go. Pancakes, waffles, Pop-Tarts, or biscuits and gravy.
Pop-Tarts.
Waffles.
Pop-Tarts. Pop-Tarts are functionally broken anyway. Pop-Tarts.
I love some
What do you mean
Pop-Tarts,
by
but I have
functionally broken? Hold
Nobody
on.
eats the outside
the
crust.
outside of them.
They literally
Take
cut
them
the
off and eat the
crust.
inside. They're
Why would you not go
fantastic.
eat a toaster strudel or something? Come on. Pop-Tarts are
They taste
outdated.
different.
They did not evolve. Biscuits and gravy is one of the best things
You're
ever
never
invented
getting rid
on
of
the-
biscuits
Oh
and
my
gravy
God.
ever.
Never, dude, yeah.
I have zero attachments to waffles. I rarely
Do
eat
you
waffles.
like your gravy to have like little sausage bits in it?
Oh, 100%.
Yes.
Oh.
That's the
I'm
only time
hungry now.
sausage is like,
I'm hungry.
Eat.
And
I'm just
pancakes
joking.
and waffles are staples. Pop-Tarts is out.
Agreed. Yeah, you're
Easy.
100% right.
I have eaten way more Pop-Tarts than I've eaten waffles because I'm a big pancake
I don't
guy.
eat
I always go
Pop-Tarts.
pancakes over waffles. I always go
Pop-Tarts-
pancakes over waffles. In fact, I eat these protein Pop-Tarts.
That sounds even worse.
And no, they're actually really good. They're really good. I love them.
Have you had the Pop-Tarts without the icing and the frosting or whatever? They actually sell
No,
those.
that sounds terrible.
Yeah, that's
That
yeah.
sounds terrible.
So it's
For
literally a
psychopaths?
whole
Okay.
Pop-Tart, just like
Dude.
the outside of the
It's
Pop-Tart?
the crust.
Yeah.
It's just all
with
the crust.
filling. Yeah, it's got the filling, but it's just all the crust. And it's like, what do you mean? Like, why would you knowingly and willingly eat that? It's crazy.
You're allowed. Some people out there are
They're-
psychopaths.
Schizo. Okay, next
They
up,
just
guys.
want to watch the world burn.
Overrated, underrated, boyos.
All right, I'm ready.
Okay, get your signs out.
Got it.
Good to
Okay,
go.
first we have Overwatch.
Probably rated.
I think it's overrated, but it gets the hate it deserves, or that it is warranted now.
You're
You
about,
think
you're
it
about
gets a lot
Yeah,
of
they
hate,
trashed
yeah?
it. They ruined it. It's been ruined.
Oh, I haven't played it recently. I haven't played. Is there like there's like an Overwatch
Wes,
2
am I
now,
wrong?
right? I don't
Am
know
I
anything
wrong,
about
Wes?
so
that.
there's an Overwatch 2. They added
I-
two
Yeah, I don't know
tanks,
anything about that.
But then they did Overwatch Classic. Did you hear about that? It just recently
No.
came out. Yeah, it's like
So
the
the-
classic formula.
Okay, well then that's smart. That's what Fortnite's doing.
Yeah, I mean,
Sometimes less is better. Sometimes
Exactly.
nostalgia rings
Exactly.
true and you just go with it.
Gosh.
yeah, fair. fair.
Do new skins. You know what I mean? Do a new game mode or something, but
Mhm.
keep the core the same.
Also, it's
the
2
core.
tanks in OG, I think.
That
Not
should be
and
our-
1 tank in the new game.
That should be our motto. Keep the core.
There you go.
Keep the core.
Keep the
Keep-
Return to form.
Keep the core.
Return to
KTC.
form.
KTC. KTC.
There you go.
Keep the core.
Okay, next up, guys. This is gonna be an easy one.
Is that right? Keep the
Form?
Keep the core. You said keep the core.
core. I
Keep
was
the
like,
core.
you know, forms with an F.
Okay.
I thought you said form for some reason.
Overrated, underrated bacon.
We just talked about that. It's perfect, but I'll call it underrated for any
perfect.
hater out there that thinks sausage is better.
Yeah,
for the
Trevor, Tyler,
sausage
whatever your
people,
name is.
Trev and DQ.
underrated.
Trev and DQ.
You actually met DQuad. You remember him? You guys went.
Oh,
to,
yeah.
Oh, from G
'Cause
Fuel.
G
Yeah,
Fuel.
yeah,
G
yeah.
Fuel.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, that
I liked him
sausage.
used
until
to like
I liked
you.
him. Yeah,
I used to
until
like you.
I figured out he liked sausage better than bacon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I think somebody, I know it was Johnny,
Oh, Johnny. Yeah, he's a good dude as
some
well.
beardy to love, commented on one of our posts. It was like, "Is that
Yeah.
West Nemo I hear?" I was like, "Yes,
Yeah.
it is."
Yeah. He.
We got to
saw
get
that
him a
just
little
randomly.
floating lower third that
There you
says
go.
West Nemo.
That's what
I
I'm
mean-
saying. Yeah, because sometimes people are like, "Oh, like you said that." I was like, "No, that was West." They're like, "Who?"
Who?
Because in the clips, it's hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
we both talk, and West is talking too, so it's hard to tell.
True.
sometimes. That's why I said we need to get. That's why I texted one time. I was like, we need to give him like a little icon. that
Oh
pops up.
yeah. We can do that. We can do that. Okay. Next up, Doom 2016 / Doom Eternal.
They're perfect. Perfect.
Warren's like, I don't
Both of-
play those games.
Yeah,
I'm
both of
thinking
them.
of Doctor Doom, and then I realized
Yeah,
you're talking
both-
about a video
yeah,
game.
no,
I
Doom-
mean,
Both of
the
them are fantastic.
original Doom was like, dude, I was about that.
Well, that's OG. I mean, that's not
Is
not
that an
even. You don't
option?
even go off that as
we're
original.
talking
That
about?
I mean, Doom and Wolfenstein are what started FPS games. I mean,
Yep.
that's
Right.
True.
that's the
Right.
beginning. I'm ready for Doom Dark Ages or whatever it's called. I
Dude,
think it's gonna
yes.
be good. I
Shout out
think
to
it's gonna be good.
Bethesda. Hey Bethesda, love you guys, and you're not gonna be listening, but just
Come on, get it for Wes early. Get it for Wes early. Come
all
on.
I'm saying is
Oh,
next
hey, real
month.
quick, follow up on our first ever
Elevation movie.
yeah,
review.
the Elevation movie review that we did. They said fantastic. Thank you. I think you're gonna post it. Are we
on
supposed to post it
TikTok and then Instagram. I think
will
we're
you
gonna
get that
post
to
it.
me soon so we can like
Yes,
then,
yes,
and
I
then
will.
then they said, Warren, they were like, can we hit you guys up with more? We said sure.
There you go.
Mhm.
Cool. Dope.
Let's go.
Making moves, guys. Look at
Heck
us.
yeah.
Making moves.
Okay. Next up, Breath of the Wild.
I want to say overrated just to piss you off because you really put me through the ringer earlier and I'm upset with you, but I'm gonna
Hurtful?
go properly rated because it's really good.
It's properly rated. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
It's underrated.
No, it's not.
It
1000%.
could be
No, it's not.
borderline underrated.
No, it's
because
not.
Jimmy right
One
now
of the
is
greatest
No, it's
video games ever
not.
made.
It
as good as
is.
Witcher
It-
3.
It's on
it's
every
fantastic.
high tier list you can have. You can't say underrated when everybody's rating it fantastic. That's
There's not enough
BS.
people that have played it because there's a lot of
Oh,
people in the world.
boy.
and
That's
they
what
have
I
not
was
played it.
basing it on. I was basing it on the people who haven't played it. Yeah.
Well, if we base that off of everything we do, then everything could be underrated that you guys like.
sure,
because you'll just
sure.
say a lot
Well,
of
I
people
said
haven't
no.
played
I
it.
said properly.
No, I
rated.
got you.
said
Watch, I'm
properly
going to do
rated.
it here in the next 7 topics. Go. What's next?
Next up is going to be Half-Life.
It's underrated. Not enough people have played it.
I've never even heard of it.
But you've never heard of Half-Life?
You never heard of Half-Life?
What?
Gary's Mod. Oh
What the heck is
God,
that?
we can't do
Yes.
it. We can't do a gaming brand. We just got
Um,
canceled on that one.
Portal?
Bro.
Have you played Portal?
Yes.
Valve,
Anything? But yeah, Valve.
No
like-
idea what that is.
Steam.
No, Steam. You're a PC player. Come on now. Steam platform.
Like Steam games?
yeah, the platform.
Yeah.
So-
no, I
so
use
they-
Steam.
Yeah, so Steam makes games, or they
Do not
used to
hold
make
his
games,
hand and walk him through this.
and
do not-
Half-Life
I have
was
Steam
one of
on
the,
my computer right
yeah.
here.
So
I see the
Half-Life was
icon.
one of the early games that they made. The whole meme is like they made 2 episodes, but we've been waiting for episode 3, Half-Life 3.
Half-Life is one of the most influential games out there with the physics and the engine and the Gary's mod. That's where modding really took form.
Counter-Strike would not be a thing without Half-Life.
Yeah,
I've never seen this in my life.
Counter-Strike was a mod off
Or
of
Half-Life.
Half-Life.
I've never seen this in my life.
Holy crap!
Okay,
It's
let's
okay,
move
it's okay,
on.
It's okay.
Let's move on.
He likes Riot games more. It's fine.
Wow.
I did play Valorant the other night for the first time in like 4 years.
That's funny. Okay, Dune movies.
I gotta go with overrated.
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 Yeah, I
Can
gotta
we
go
just
with overrated.
can we just throw it out of the list? Just get rid of them.
I mean, I didn't like the first Dune movie. I thought it was boring.
So
And
we're
I-
not a Dune podcast. That's okay to say.
Yeah,
Dude,
no,
the
I did like the second
cinematography.
one a lot, but
You sure, but you expect that from any game. I mean, any movies now, for the most part. There's lots of movies that look beautiful and they suck. And I'm not
Yeah.
saying Dune sucks. It's just boring to me.
the first one's
Look at him.
boring
He's
to me, but the second
yawning.
one was
He's
really good.
yawning. We're talking about Dune and he can't even stay awake.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, next up, Oppenheimer. Was it overhyped? Properly rated?
No.
Underrated?
No, it was a really great movie.
It was good.
Properly
It was
rated.
really good. It has to be your type of cup of tea. If you're not into
for
that
sure,
history
yeah.
type longer movie, you're not gonna like it. But it was good.
I did a twofer because Barbie came out, and I was like, "Hey guys, like, what do I watch first?" Everyone's like,
What was
"Watch
it,
Barbie
Barbieheimer?
after
Barbenheimer, yeah.
Barbenheimer." Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Dude, watch Oppenheimer first, so
And then Barbie.
Barbie brings you back up."
Yeah. It's a long movie.
Or you watch Barbie first and then, you nuke it in
True.
Oppenheimer. Because
No,
it's
I
like
think
Nuketown,
Oppenheimer
get
Barbie
it,
was the way to go.
True.
But
Okay, next up we have GTA 6. We're
I mean-
forcing Warren to play through.
It's gonna be properly rated because it's gonna be regardless of your opinion, it's gonna be the biggest video game of all time.
it doesn't matter. It's never coming out. It's a
Okay.
myth.
Oh,
It's
it
a
will.
legend.
It will. It will.
It's,
I mean, technically, right now he's not wrong.
He's
Fugazi,
not wrong.
It's a
Fugazi,
fugazi. It's a fugazi. I mean, technically, right now Warren is correct.
We were supposed to get the trailer today because we're in a waning gibbous right now.
Post a lot with GTA 6.
Yep.
So I'll tell you the answer to this when it actually comes out.
Okay,
Okay.
fair enough.
But yeah, we're supposed to get the trailer today because it's a waning gibbous, the moon cycle. And if you remember, there was like an image that Rockstar posted. It was of the moon, and in the background of
Yeah,
that,
and his left leg was parallel to
to
something. And,
Jason
yeah.
and the other. Yep. Okay, next up,
Wow.
Panera.
I've never had it.
Same.
It's properly rated. It's properly
Alright,
rated. They got
we're
some
gonna-
really great stuff.
We're gonna
Really
trust
great
you.
stuff.
Don't they have I think flatbreads and stuff, right?
Flatbreads, yeah.
Panera bread. Yeah, that's all I know.
Soups and sandwiches, and they're it's really great salads actually. Really great salads. Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, next up we have Taco Bell.
I think we've done this before, and you guys gave me crap. I think it's overrated. I get like
Maybe we did,
stomach
yeah.
issues every time I eat it.
We've talked about it before.
We
I don't know if
have.
we did overrated, underrated, but I mean,
There
the
are certain
grilled
things that
cheese
hit really well.
burritos.
Yeah, there's things that hit good, but
just some nachos, Doritos, tacos, man, a chalupa, a Mexican pizza,
But you feel-
quesadillas. I want Taco Bell right now.
you feel like crap after you eat it.
I don't care. It's worth it. I'm Mexican. I have eaten Mexican food my whole life.
Is
Taco Bell doesn't bug me.
Would you wouldn't say
Not
like
really,
I
no.
was
But I'm
about
saying
to
I've
say-
eaten real Mexican food
Right.
my whole life. So Taco
real
Bell doesn't
Mexican food's not going to
affect
make you
me.
feel like depressed and have a headache 30 minutes later,
Depends
is
how
it?
you make it.
Okay. All right. I
There's
told you
some-
guys when I eat McDonald's, like I'm depressed and I have a headache and I feel crappy. My energy's low and
See, I don't feel like that when I eat these things.
I've got problems.
I'm great with fast food.
Yeah,
I need to eat less of it is my problem.
me too.
Yeah, you're conditioned. That's what it is. Jimmy's so used to,
We don't eat. I don't eat a lot of it anymore, but
I've been cooking my own food most of the time. Like today, I cooked a bunch of steaks for meal prep.
it's
Then I got kind of sad because I was like, "You should eat a steak right after you cook it."
That's true. All right.
That's funny. Okay, next up we have tomato soup.
It's properly rated, but it's underrated. But underrated because if you put it with a grilled cheese sandwich, it's freaking what the hell?
It's
Warren,
overrated. Tomato soup. First
you
of all,
eat it with
tomatoes,
grilled cheese sandwich.
gross,
It's amazing.
Gross.
Oh,
I've literally never had tomato soup with a grilled cheese sandwich.
But do you like
Dip
ketchup
that-
with the
Dip it in broccoli soup. Do that instead.
Excuse me?
Or anything
broccoli
else.
soup?
I never
Like
have,
grilled
but what I'm saying is
Oh,
dip it in
okay.
anything else. I don't care.
Okay, but like, have you had like grilled cheese with like ketchup before?
No.
Why would you
What?
do that?
Why would
Well,
you
it's
do
like
that?
an alternative. Like, okay,
Are you
well,
one of
okay.
those? Are you one of those freaks that puts ketchup on your eggs?
Eggs.
I mean, I will, but I won't.
Oh!
Like normally. No. Time out. Okay. Listen, tomato soup and ketchup are basically like identical. Okay.
No, they're not.
they're basically
Ketchup is the
identical.
only thing tomato related that I'll eat. I don't
But,
like
okay.
tomatoes.
Okay. Listen, they're not identical, but they're basically the same. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and make a whole
Yeah.
tomato soup
Plus
just to be able to
a
eat
bunch of sugar.
freaking ketchup and freaking grilled cheese. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and make a whole bowl of soup just so I can eat my grilled cheese. I'm gonna have my grilled cheese. I'm gonna
Grilled
dip it in
cheese
my
is just your
ketchup.
grilled cheese sandwich.
Do you like bread?
on its own.
Do you like cheese? Do you like ketchup? It fits. Don't be crazy.
Where
I'm
the
not
hell are
No.
you
I
going
was
with
crazy
Some
once.
things
I don't
do
even know
not
where you're
go
going.
together.
Yes,
Wes.
they
Some
definitely
things
do.
just don't go together.
Okay, what do you have on a sandwich? Like, let's say a burger. Do you have cheese on a sandwich?
Ketchup and mayonnaise and bacon.
Is
and
there cheese on
that's
it? Is there bread?
Yeah.
cheese bread.
It's not the
Little
same.
bit of toasted
Wes, you know
with
it's
ketchup?
not the same.
1000%
They're not
it is.
made the same
He's not
because
made
it's
this time.
toast. Grilled cheese is toast.
Yeah. And wait,
Not
do you,
just
not, do you not
bread.
toast? Do you not toast your burger bread?
Not
Not
all the
really,
time. Not
no.
all the time.
No, I mean I might stick it on the grill for like a second.
Sometimes, but sometimes I like
Yeah.
it just soft, like not even toasted.
I
at
usually
all.
I like them soft. Yeah, I don't like
Yeah,
them.
okay, well, it's just I was crazy once.
Hey.
That's
I-
all for overrated underrated.
Yeah, I don't see any community comments.
Oh yeah, no, I forgot to put them in the list. I can.
It's all good.
They're all invisible.
Hi everybody. How was your week?
What's up, gamers?
It's like-
Here we'll go over some.
Hey, Star Wars fans, since we're
Hey,
Star Wars
guys.
fans.
NS Dro 56 said, "Yo, never knew we needed this one." Talking about the end game thing. What else we have?
Oh, you know what? I did see a comment that was like, "I'm sorry, but this podcast peaked with the J.K. Rowling joke."
Oh, yeah, that was pretty good.
Jimmy said so, and I stopped. I was like, "Jimmy's so proud of this joke. Just wait a second. Let's acknowledge this." And apparently, he was right to do so.
Yes. I know what the people want. What else we got? Anything?
Yeah, no, not seeing anything specifically.
I mean, Wes, that's where you make something up and you go to Chat GPT and you put in a community
I don't gotta go to
comment.
ChatGPT. Just go to the last.
So
Just go to the last podcast we did right here. Work hard. RK1EN. Recklin. Work hard. Recklin. Okay, Iron Man did fight Thanos and lost. Batman fight Darkseid.
Oh
in the
God, are
Hellbox
we
suit.
seriously going back to that
True.
one? We're going
Suck
back. He literally goes right back to that one.
Suck it! It's literally
Oh
the first
my
comment
God.
that pops up. It is the
Whatever.
first comment
W
that
take.
pops up.
Whatever.
It is the first comment that pops up.
We're not arguing Iron Man Batman today.
Here is something. Well, here. Okay, how about this? Here's one from Nate Johnson, 2505, and people say Superman is OP. Batman's superpowers is fan base.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah, I evened it out.
His
But here's
delusional
interesting.
fan base.
Here's an interesting one. Joshua Kimball Bluegrass. It's pretty clear to me that those videos of Mike Tyson training were before he had his problem with the ulcer, because that was not the same man in the ring we saw in those videos. That's to my point. You can look at all the training videos. That was nowhere to be found in the
Training
ring. And maybe he had an
videos
ulcer,
are
maybe
highly
something.
edited, and you don't even know when they were, like you said. Just saying.
I'm just saying.
I know.
You can look at the clips, because people have been posting them online, of when he fought Roy Jones Jr., and it's still night and day. Like, he was a completely different boxer then. Just where was it? Maybe it was an ulcer. Maybe it was a big paycheck.
That was
The
also
world will never know.
that was also 5 years ago. He fought him 5 years ago. I don't think
5 years isn't that big of a difference.
it is too when you're 54 and then you're 58, dude. Trust me, I feel it. I feel it every year more and more at my age. So I can't imagine. Come on. Almost a senior citizen, Warren. That has to play somewhere in
Mike Tyson's
Mike Tyson. That has to play into. That has to be somewhere in there. It has to be. He's almost 60. You don't think you rapidly decline when you get into your 50s, year by year, month by month?
Nah, I still.
The
think
dude's
it was
body.
really-
The dude's
You're not
body.
gonna- You're
The
not
dude
going
went.
to convince me otherwise.
The dude went to war for 15 years of his life in the ring, dude. I mean, that body is as.
I get it, but you're still. It doesn't.
All right,
There's
whatever.
no. I'm not an inch closer to believing that it wasn't. Real. It was Dirt Dauber YT. I'm sorry, but the show peaked with those J.K. Rowling puns. You might say they had me ... rolling.
That's good.
Firestar, thanks for the comment. Yeah, I got something to listen to. Shake I work at work, maybe. Either way, thanks.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Here's one. Please do. From Noah Atkinson. Please do top 5 Keanu Reeves movie.
Ooh.
Have we not done that? We'll do that next. If we haven't,
Keanu, I don't.
I'll look
do
it
I
up.
don't think so. And
We'll do
then
that next week.
Crane on a crane. IGN doesn't know shit about storytelling.
No, they don't.
True.
And they don't know how to. They don't know how to rate
They're
anything.
cooked.
We don't give
Well,
a
it's like Wes said. How did you have somebody rate the entire series and then like each episode individually. And then when you went to rate the entire series,
It's a 5. It's a 5. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Confirmed
Guys,
5.
You can follow us on Apple, on Spotify. You can see the clips and the funny moments and our top 5s broke down on TikTok, Instagram. If you want to watch the video version of the podcast and see our lovely faces and Wes's lovely voice, you can watch us on YouTube. It is housed on the YouTube channel every single week. You can comment on every single platform. We can pull them up just like we did right there. We want you guys to interact with us, give us thoughts, give us ideas, give us crazy theories and questions or stuff you want us to debate back and forth. We don't mind. We actually enjoy it. Sometimes we may look like we're arguing, but it's actually it's kind of fun.
It's all in good fun, and it is a lot of fun.
This is the favorite. This is my favorite, like couple hours to just chill and be with the boys. So I really, really enjoy it. And next week will be episode 16, episode 21.
So close to 21.
21 is where it's a habit. That's how we determined it. After 21, we are locked in for the next decade, and we're going to live stream that one on YouTube.
Wait, okay, I'll just do the math right here for everybody. So next week is 16?
Yeah. So when is 21?
19, 20. It would be, what month is this?
November.
It's January 1st?
No way.
Literally, it's a Wednesday too. January 1st is a Wednesday. So we're hitting the new year with episode 21.
Do you guys want to try to actually hit it that day?
It's the first, so it's not like New Year's Eve. It's the first.
No, I know. You want to try to hit it that day? The very first podcast, live podcast,
very first live stream.
2025.
Let's do it. I'm down.
I like it. All right.
W.
All right, guys.
I hope I counted right, but I think that's it.
Mike Tyson and Jake Paul was real, and we're out. Peace.
Editor here. It was all rigged.
Boom.